you playing in the bathtub with your little doll?
Action figure!
You can do it, Wonder Wheel. I don't want to go through life being a Wonder Wheel mother.
Hey everybody, what's going on? And welcome back to another episode of Collectable Past, where there's toys on the table. As always, joined by my awesome host, we got Slasher McSplitter in the house. What's up, Slasher?
Yo, what's good? How's everybody doing?
We're doing, man. Hope that you're doing well. In
I'm trying.
your cold, ever so bitterly freezing Alaskan Arctic part of the world.
It's 12 degrees higher today than it was yesterday, so things are looking up.
also joined by Trina of Real Horror. What's up, Trina?
Hey, how's it going? I'm happy to be here. Looking forward to the stream with you guys.
And we sure hope that you don't catch frostbite either. In another part of that cold part of the country, you guys are insane with this stuff, living like Eskimos. Also joined by the super fan Adam Shawhan.
That's right. It's Hoth here. It was a hot. It said it was like 25, but outside it felt like 6. So that means it's 6, right?
Yeah. Do you ever wind up going outside and just like crawl around the snow? Ben, hoping somebody throws you inside a carcass of a tauntaun or at least a neighborhood dog.
We look out the mirror, look out the window, and find ATs walking down the street.
Yep.
And of course, Vinnie. What's going on, Vinnie?
Hey, I was just spiraling out of control. I'm glad I didn't miss my intro.
What
Hello,
else is
everyone.
new?
Right? Jesus. I mean, I had to knock over a kid this week, punch an old lady in the face, sit over here and take abuse from you guys. This is unreal. But I'm
you
happy
gotta do what you gotta do to get that hot rod Roddy Piper figure, bro.
Wait, that's right. I did it for Adam. That's it. That's what I tell the cops.
Yep.
They came over and like, why did you knock that kid down and punch an old lady in the face? I said because they
And
looked at
they're
the
like,
Roddy
"Oh,
Piper figure.
By all means, go ahead.
Right? So
I
got
would
past.
understand that.
Guys, remember, it don't ever, trip Vinny's anger off by telling him that you like to put mayonnaise on spaghetti because he will literally freak out on you in the private chat. But let's say hi to the people in the chat real quick. Superfan Adam Shawhan was the first one in the house. I'm a villain. Followed by Chaos Hoy. What's going on, Chaos? I hope you're doing well. As I said, the pigs are doing okay. As a matter of fact, we gave poor Hellman another freaking breathing treatment today. Manliness and Motivation also in the house. Picked up Dragon Slayer VHS today for 20 cents at thrift store. Awesome.
Shit.
Man, I tell you what, you can never undervalue going to like the Goodwills and places like that where you can find some incredible deals on that old physical media that people just seem to want to throw out for trash, man. Hey, their losses are gain. Trina's here to talk wrestling. Shifty Gizm also in the house. What's going on, Shifty? Cotton also in the house. What's up, Cotton? Tollbat also ready to start trolling from the chat. Our good buddy, the Lizard. Man, what's going on, Tollbat? He cut my face off. It was Vinnie. But
listen, I'm no doctor, but I had to find out if he was really a lizard under there.
Well, Vinny, you said Tommy's a villain for putting mayonnaise on spaghetti. That's not a villain. That's a fucking bioterrorist.
Thank you. I think somebody just signed a bill that says he's going to get arrested and deported soon. So there you go, Tommy. You're not allowed to do these things.
I do not touch Hellman's anymore, man. Hellman's has got some nasty shit in their stuff. I always buy like the store-bought stuff, and even that's not all that great. If I could make it fresh and make it last longer, I would, but unfortunately, the fresh stuff only lasts like 3 days. Got Blue Thunder and VHS. Nice. Welcome back,
you put it in pasta, you animal.
Too much as you shouldn't use mayo, 3 days shouldn't be a problem for you.
You would think so, but I don't want to take that chance. because I wouldn't be paying attention and I would get something nasty in the mayonnaise. And no, I can't.
Stop it. Get some help.
I don't want to ruin the pasta like that. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's kick it off with some toy talk. And here's my first offering of the night.
Guys, we are hanging out with Barnes. What's up, Barnes? The G.I. Joe and BattleBot Pig. Hanging out, getting some nom on. Been a hot minute since Barnes was in one of the videos, right, Barnes? Because Barnes is usually too busy chilling. But anyway, guys, we're going to discuss a few things that are BattleBots related. So, of course, these old things, I think I've shown these off once before from Jack's Pacific. These were quite old. These go all the way back down to 2001. So, showing off some of the older bots that the sport had in it. This one being the Atomic Wedge. And then, of course, we have a few more of those. We have Minion. And then we have Heavyweight Champion. Now, I forget what this guy's name is. It just said Heavyweight Champion. I forget if that was his name. But anyway, those are the three that we have of those older ones. But as far as the Hexbug BattleBots that we actually work on and we fight with and have a blast doing, one of the ones that we've had some fun with over the years is Hell on Wheels. Obviously created from the TV show Hell on Wheels. This one was a pretty fun bot to actually start working on, but this thing has a serious problem. So these hammer mechanisms on all these Hexbugs, they always stop working over time. So he is going to wind up getting a redesign. So I've already started working on it. Unfortunately, with my damn injuries to my damn foot, keeping me out of the garage, getting to some of the extra tools, a lot of these Hexbug BattleBot pieces that I'm actually customizing have actually taken a little bit of a back burner, but we're going to be using a beta model base to upgrade this, so we're going to have a lot more reliable hammer. As you can see, I already started working on the housing case. It's going to wind up sitting on top, so in the end, he's going to look almost exactly like the original one. Granted, the side armor is going to be slightly different, but I will have it painted up with the Hell on Wheels on the side, so it's going to look very much like the original one. Of course, going to wind up getting the cow catchers on the front. Will not be able to get it on the back because of the way the bot is designed, but we will have a upgraded Hell on Wheels bot eventually once we get this one done, and it's going to be a lot more competitive with all the other ones that we have in the arena. Guys, little BattleBot update, hanging out with Barnes. Of course, we got a bunch of G.I. Joe videos and reviews that will be coming up in the future, so Barnes is going to be able to take part in more of these things. Right, Barnes? Looking forward to it. Mr. Chill Pig, nomming away the letters. Guys, thanks for watching. Hope that you have a good one. We'll catch you next time.
This is Guinea Pig BattleBots.
It's going to be nice. It's going to be nice to kind of get back into doing all this stuff. I got like so many things that are backed up right now as far as like BattleBot customs, as far as diorama pieces that I'm supposed to be working on. It just, everything got backed up with his damn foot. What's going on? I sent Vinnie some toys to review. He won't review them. I can't figure out what they are. Or, oh no. What are you guys up to?
An Atari thing, but he sent it to me on my phone. He didn't send it to me through Twitter. So I can't. I mean, if I play it, you're just going to hear like him moving his stuff around. You're not going to see anything. So I apologize for that. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, he does some cool stuff. Yeah, if you want to send me a link through Twitter. We could show it later.
Awesome. Steve Kenobi also in the house. Yeah, I remember those chocolates. They looked horrible. They tasted good, but they were melted to a hot mess.
It really did look like a pile of shit.
Oh,
yeah, she agreed. I love the intro for that show.
Now, wait a minute. Did you take a chance, or did you just throw it in the garbage when you receive it saying, this guy is a sick individual?
It's a guy thing from what I understand from the wife says. So we sniff everything first just to make sure it's not what we think it could be. So
what if she sent you a candle that smelled like shit?
Guilty.
Yeah, no, I sniffed and made sure it was chocolate first. The nose never lies. I knew it was chocolate, so I was okay. I'm willing to try this hot mess.
I had an unfortunate incident at my friend's house once. I was about to use the sink, and then I saw what was on the fucking handle for the sink. It's like, oh man.
Oh boy. Not okay.
I was like, I guess my hands are pretty damn clean right now. No need to use the sink.
It is captivating, Tollbat. It is captivating sometimes just watching him eat. And what's going on, Curtis, man?
Right.
Good to see you, Curtis. Hope you're
What's up,
doing
Curtis?
well, buddy,
What's
man.
up?
Thanks. Curtis always dropping those links. It's always appreciated. Why does this chocolate have corn? Oh, no. A nose. The golden rule, never send chocolate to Florida during the summer.
That is a golden rule right there.
Or
Those
really,
are words to live by.
even if it's not summer, isn't it really just too warm for chocolate to be out in the right
now it wouldn't be.
You gotta put it with like those little packs, right? Those little
ice packs.
Those little freshness packs. Yeah. The ice packs and shit.
Wait, what's the temperature out right now where you guys are?
It's right around 50.
Yeah,
Okay. So yeah, it wouldn't be a melty mess.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Awesome. Everybody that's in the chat, thank you so much for coming already. And guys, remember to share the links out there to let everybody know that we're going, because YouTube likes to play the games. They just can't stop. It's always bullshit with these freaking people at YouTube. One day you're going to pay for your crimes, YouTube. I have no doubt of it. And StreamYards, if that highly offends you, well, to you too. So I got another one right here. We got another pig involved in this one. A nice little toy break for something I didn't expect to see back on shelves again.
Oh yeah.
So I was pleasantly surprised that Vinnie, you know what this is. I sent this out to a few of you guys. This one, I am going to go back and pick up some more of these. Welcome back, because we are at the cemetery, and who is waiting for us in the cemetery? Why, it is none other than Stripe. Stripe's hanging there in the corner. There he is. What's going on, Stripe? Oh, Stripe is here, of course, because it is horror related. Oh, let's get the doors open so Stripe can actually take part in this. There goes Stripe inside the cemetery, getting his nom on, trying to hide out the best he can, because that's what a horror icon pig does. He waits in the dark and he tries to catch you. So, our next horror-related review coming by way of Cloudco Entertainment. Bringing it back, Series 1. They have just released Mad Balls. Now, I know these ones are a little bit different than the older ones. These ones got big furry heads. I think there's only 7 in this first series of figures that they were Mad Balls that they've come out with, and this one is Puckeye. Obviously a play on the Jason Voorhees, which I have the old Jason Voorhees Mad Ball that came out in the early 2000s. But here we go with Puckeye. Let's go to get him out, take a quick look at him. So the base is just kind of unscrew, so you can keep this big display case easily. I like that. It's kind of well thought out. So if you want to redisplay them in there, it is not a problem. And there we go with Puckeye. Just like the old ones, got that Nerf feeling ball in the middle, and he just got the hair going around him. It's kind of odd, but I like it. I love when they get the nostalgia stuff and they bring things like this back out. Guys, did you have Mad Balls back in the day? Are you interested in the newer ones that they got here? I think these things are pretty cool, and I'm going to pick them up. They're relatively priced, under $6 a Mad Ball, so it's not going to kill your budget. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this toy break for today.
Yeah, those furry balls were cool.
Yeah,
you know what?
The wigs on those things, man. I don't know about that.
You know, I thought it was a little weird when I first seen it, but I really don't mind it that much. I think it's pretty cool that they're coming back out with Mad Balls again. Another company has got the licensing and they're able to put more of them out. Now they do have some of the classic ones out too. In that first wave, I just didn't have time to sit there in Walmart in the display because the display is almost set up like almost like a bubblegum machine. So they're loaded in this big cardboard tube that comes all the way to the top. So you got to kind of pull them out from the bottom and try to find the one you want and then stuff them back in there. So I did. Yeah, it's kind of weird to set up, but
where in Walmart were they?
They were just sitting right on the end of a toy aisle, right, like near the end
like
cap.
An end cap.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I do like that. It looks real simple to put it back in the case after you take it out.
Yeah, I like that. I like that because it's like it's already a pre-made display case. Steve, man, keep it classy, Steve. What's going on, Todd Profit?
What's up?
No, but for under $6 for these things, yeah, I could pick these up. That's not a problem, even if there's 7 of them in the series. So I'll definitely be heading back to Walmart and try to get the rest of them that are in this series. They've already got slated for a series 2, so with any luck, they keep this thing going.
That's cool.
But Vinny, we're getting ready to turn it over to you. But before we do, of course, we're going to take a commercial break, and you know what that means. I just showed off Mad Balls. It's going to be a Mad Ball Center commercial break. Here we go.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Mad balls. Gross for one, gross for all. We play with a mad ball. They're gross, funny, yucky, sick. There's 8, so you can take your pick. We throw, catch, it's fun. There's so much gross in every one. Freaky fun is what they're for. There's so much ugly, so much more. Gross for one, gross for all. We play with a mad ball. We play with a mad ball. We play with a mad ball. Mad ball.
Freaky fun for everyone, sold separately from Amtoy.
Mad ball.
And now, Super Plays of the Week, starring the craziest sports balls of the world, Super Mad Balls. In football, someone slips a Super Mad Ball into the game, centers it to the quarterback, who freaks out and fumbles. In other action, look at this catch. In basketball, the Super Mad Ball really puts on some super moves. And in soccer, everyone gets a kick out of the Super Mad Ball. New Super Mad Balls, foul shot, goal leader, and touchdown terror from Amtoy.
Hands up!
Mad ball.
Welcome to the wacky world of Mad Ball action figures, a world of good guys.
Attack, Skullface! Get him, this brain! Up with your head, Archosaurus!
Defend yourself, Slobulus! Gotcha, Screaming Mimi!
And bad guys.
Wolf breath! Phoenix feather! Heads off, Blackfist!
Wow! And you can switch heads from body to body. It's a world of funny friends and frenzied fun. The world of Mad Ball action figures with head-poppin' fun.
From Amtoy!
New Mad Balls are so obnoxious and weird, they'll gross out the entire family. You can toss them, catch them, smash them. You'll want to collect all the Mad Balls, including the new 6 series. Just squeeze them till they ooze. They're repulsive.
Totally gross! Cool! Sick!
The totally slimy 6 series.
Mad Balls!
Mad Balls and new 6 series Mad Balls are all sold separately.
Bouncy! Pass the ball, kid! He's just warming up.
Screaming Mimi and Oculus. So helpful.
Oh, too cute! I'm allergic to cute.
Cornhead and Slobulus. Adorable.
Something stinks. I didn't do it.
Now, back to our program.
Damn. I didn't realize how many they had.
I forgot about the sports ones. I forgot about.
Oh, the super Mad Balls. Yeah.
That
Curtis
football.
had some.
I forgot about that football.
Yeah, those things are crazy.
Yeah, I hear you, Shifty. You don't count as pickups until they arrive. Yeah, there's a few things I've been looking at that I want to order, but it's kind of like, the money's kind of.
I had to get a refund on something, because it's the same shit. Like, so some go lost to me. I'm like, nah, I think you people are scamming me, so I got my money back.
Sundrome? Is that from being out in the Sundrome?
Oh, shit.
But all on you, Vinny.
All right. Yeah, I'll show a couple different things. First. I got a couple of shorts.
That would be awesome.
This is I recorded this for Trina because she's such a fan of WWE. There's a new Bret Hart. Apparently, it's out exclusive to Target. But I don't like him in the full pink. I like the black with the pink trim. But it's still kind of cool.
Bret Hart. This wave of WWE legends. Apparently, Psycho Sid.
Oh shit, Rick Rude
are also in this wave.
Barry Windham? Is that Barry Windham at the end?
It might have been. I don't remember.
Look at he comes with the belt too. Wardlow. Apparently this is a Target exclusive.
That was nice of them to give him an action figure.
Yeah, it did look nice,
wrestler.
but I don't get any of these.
I don't know. Hopefully the Fed will pick them up.
I only have a handful, like the Ultimate ones there. But again, it's just the main characters that I liked, or the main wrestlers.
But yeah, what you're saying about Bret Hart, it does look better when he has the black pants.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because I have the Monday Night Wars one, like that Ultimate, the white and red packaging.
Yeah,
I have that one. I got the Piper, and I had gotten Hogan for like $15, I think it was. Like he was on sale.
Oh shit!
That's the only reason why I had gotten him like almost 2 years ago. But yeah, that's all I have is 3 of these things.
What Hogan was it? Was it Hulkamania Hogan or Hollywood Hogan?
No, Hulkamania.
Hulkamania.
The classic. But
Shifty says that's actually Justin Hawk Bradshaw.
Justin Hawk Bradshaw. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't remember, but I did not see Sid. If they had a Sid, I might have gotten that because he's again one of the ones I liked back in the day.
Yeah.
But
I would have gotten that Sid, or if that fucking what was the other one on the back? The Rick Rude one. If that one looks good, I would have picked that shit.
I saw him in a different Target on a different day, and I was kind of running out of the store, but it looked bad. His face was kind of decent, but the body was completely off, and he was way too small. Like, Mattel probably used another existing mold. So I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, Shifty had said that he's looking for the blonde Psycho Sid variant tomorrow. So they have a blonde-haired variant.
I guess everyone's looking for him then, yeah, because he was not there.
And what's up this episode?
What's up? Yeah, the cowboy hat dude. Who did you say it was again?
I thought it was Barry Windham. The Shifty said is Bradshaw.
Oh, okay, yeah. I saw 2 of him, and then was it 4 Bret Harts here or something like that? But yeah, I no Sid in either store. Hold on, I did find something else that was pretty funny. So I had to.
I'm gonna have to actually go to Target. Damn it.
Yeah, I was a bit of a dick over here. But,
Look, everyone, it's the male feminist action figure, Mark Ruffalo. This creep.
What's his special power? Getting offended in every post?
Male feminist action.
So. This looked cool.
That price I do not like. But this does look cool.
Right here. Right here.
Could kids be any more obnoxious?
No.
This is why I mute my videos.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. I was like, I'll just leave this one. But this looked really cool.
Awesome.
And it was huge. So I don't
know. What
know
was the price on it?
$150. It's way too much.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It is. It is. They're plastic blocks, and you got to build it. So why would it cost this much?
Lego is so overpriced.
It is.
But there's some of their, I mean, if you got the money, great, because some of their stuff looks amazing.
Yeah, some of them look really good. But like you said, it feels like it's the rich man's game there.
The 66 it is, because I spent a lot of money on the sets I've got too. But even the tumbler was only like $100 back in the day.
Or
the Joker's clown house that I've got that I've showed off a couple times. Like that was like $100 set, and it had a lot of pieces.
Yeah. It's nuts, man. It's nuts how they jack the price up. But yeah,
I agree. I agree with it. I agree completely. And told that grown man in the toy section, that's the way it should be. Like, I will literally, when the parents come down the aisle with their snot-nosed kid, I will stop and I will stare at them and start growling until they leave the aisle.
You're right.
Hold that. The kid is lucky if the adult just screams and fucking complains. They're lucky they don't catch choke slams and fucking big boots to the face.
This kid was running up and down the aisles and across. I'm like, I'm trying to record this thing. I tried twice. I'm like, you know what? I'm leaving this one in.
You know what would have happened? He would have bumped into me, and all I would have heard was "Tiger uppercut," and the kid would have been laid out.
I was tempted to just put my foot out and watch the kid go flying across the floor.
Vinny, you just sounded like such an influencer. Oh my God. Holy shit.
Listen, I'm not telling anyone to do this.
I'm trying to make a video here.
Right? I'm recording it for my damn toy stream for my other grown adults who collect toys, you sons of bitches.
Yeah, really. I'm like, hey, you can shop on your own time.
If you're gonna have a pet, keep it on a leash.
Exactly. Remember when they used to do that? They'd have the harness with the leash for the kid?
I thought that was hilarious. Remember, children should be seen, not heard.
What happened to those things?
Well, that's how they cured ADD back in the day.
Get over here.
Fucking yank the kid back like fucking scorpion.
I thought those were great. I wanted to have like a high-powered one for like a bull mastiff, and you put it on a 3-year-old, so you just hit it and it's come flying back. You're like,
Adam will have one with a fucking bungee cord. Like, ring.
You should have. It would have been great.
What's going on, Soul Assassin? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, you've been struck by a smooth guinea pig.
Yeah, because this week. Yeah, this week I got annoyed by a few things, and like I had some back and forth with some idiot about the Superman figure. He was getting all upset that I called it a diaper, and then by the end of it, I put him in his face, called it a diaper again, and then called the guy a fool. And,
I really don't like it when you call it a diaper either.
Well, it is.
It's not a diaper.
Awesome, Killer Croc. Fucking dope.
It's not a diaper. It depends.
Oh, great. Oh, so wait a minute. Trina, I was fighting with you on one of your alt accounts. I knew it.
That's why you had that feeling of burning sensation. That's why your shoulder's hurting again.
Oh, Jesus. I thought never mind. I'm not going to say it. But yeah, here was the, I think they re-released them because this guy came out like towards the beginning of the pandemic. He came out at the same time as the Man-Bat figure, and they were both like in the oversized box.
Is this a repaint?
I don't know. I don't think it's a repaint. It looked the same exact from what I remembered, but I don't know. They probably jacked the price up though. He was like 50 or 55.
I'm also glad they didn't give him the fucking crocodile tail. I don't like him in that form. This form is a lot fucking better.
Yeah, the one from Arkham Origins. Right? Arkham Origins was better because he was maybe about a foot shorter. He still towers over Batman and everything, but this thing, like in the game, I didn't like that they made him like 14 feet tall. Like I thought that was way too much. He's not supposed to be that big.
I didn't like the Jim Lee design where they actually made him look more like a fucking like a crocodile. Like he had the tail and he was like hunched over. I like
Jim.
This
I'm sorry, I'm gonna say right now, Jim Lee is one of the most overrated comic book artists out there. He really is. Everybody over the years they kissed this guy's ass up, down, left, right for the Hush storyline because they're about to drop the sequel. I hated his Joker with the hooked shoes and the gigantic long witch nose and witch chin. That's not the Joker. I don't know what the hell he drew.
Well, I'm more like Jim Lee's Marvel stuff than his DC stuff, and I was more of a DC guy myself. But
I'll say
Marvel stuff was awesome.
And right now, too, Killer Croc, he drew him like one of the Damonites from Wildcats.
He looked like one of the fucking. He looked like the Lizard from fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah,
just a bigger version of him.
Awful. Yeah, no. If you looked up one of those alien creatures from Wildcats,
I know,
and you compared it, it's the same exact drawing. So it's like this guy is just a hack. He's a one-trick show, and everyone's like, "Oh,
hey,
no,
look!" Before we get too far removed from the comment, what's going on? Shadowhawk Talks, and he said, "Damn it, I was just going to say it depends." And Frankie also says, "Yeah, they're not diapers; they're stretchy shorts."
That's it. But my point is, I insult them the way I do, and this is what I told the guy, because this is rubber material that's going to degrade over time. And we're paying more money for these things because he's had other figures where it's a harder plastic piece, and that's going to be fine over time. The ones that are rubber like that, the paint wears off on them and they degrade. So it's like, it's stupid. And I told the guy too, listen, because he thought, you're unoriginal calling it a diaper. I'm like, I was a lead designer at his company, chief. So I'm like, I'm the reason why it's people like me why we don't have those ugly, clunky, heavy, full plastic capes anymore. He went to cloth and wired. Why? I said, because if all people do when they do the reviews is kiss their ass, they're never going to better the product. And the prices are going to keep going up. So we're paying top dollar for shit. So I said, you're welcome. So anyway,
and that's been the biggest gripe about a lot of these figures and why I sit there and I'll tear some of these down like I did with that Studio Series Optimus Prime. I'm sorry, it's not the greatest freaking Prime that was ever made. There's too many problems with that, especially with something that is an $80 toy. Or I'm sorry, $90. It's $89. You might as well say a $90 toy. So for a $90 toy, there shouldn't be that many freaking problems with it. And the legs shouldn't be getting loose off of freaking 2 transformations, the arms and the legs. It's bullshit. And the people that just simp right along to the shit, you were just asking for more garbage down the pike. And they got to stop. They have to stop at some point.
They're called Transformers. They're not called sit-stillers.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. And that's the thing that drives me crazy with some of these people. Because like you said, you could tell who they are. And click the guy's avatar and there's some of the shit. Like, it's like, okay, he's a DC Superman fan and it doesn't matter. Whatever they put out, these type of people are just going to buy it without any critiques. And anyone who critiques it, they have a hissy fit over it. Sorry. If you're going to be disrespectful to somebody, you came to my channel and you want to throw a nasty comment my way, guess what? I'm throwing it right back in your face. I try to be as kind as possible, but when you come at me and you keep coming at me in the same way, I'm going to give you the logic and then I'm going to slap you with my dick right in the face. So that's what he got. Like, I can't stand these people that pull this shit, you know? But again, don't worry. They're gonna be in the front row to the new Superman movie with James Gunn and all that crap. And it's just, it turns my stomach. But I do have.
Yes, I am.
I knew it. It was her alt account. Mm-hmm. But here is
yeah. Trina may need to have to answer for boycott Vinnie for his shit takes.
Put that shit twice.
That's because it's on both of our streams. It's on Vinnie and mine. That's why it should have.
I thought she really just wanted Vinnie canceled right now.
I'm used to it at this point. You know, I don't just go with the flow of things. It's I'll call out shit when I see it. But yeah, here's something I picked up for $5 on eBay. I pulled an Atom. So I'm like, I had like one other Fortnite figure that I got a while ago, and I got the boat for G.I. Joe. I like paid nothing for it because like the person
I'd seen another one, Vinny. I don't know if I ever mentioned, but there's another one they have out there with like a shark or something for Fortnite.
Yeah, I seen that too on Big Bad Toy Store.
I seen it at Ollie's. Yeah, I'd seen it at Ollie's. It looked like it was pretty dirt cheap, but
nice. Yeah, the design looked pretty good. But like I said, I'm not paying retail for any of these things. I thought it looked kind of cool. So I'm like, yeah, for $5, why not? I like the quality of the other figure that I had. So let me do a review on this thing. So for $5, this thing was originally going for 40, I believe. Which again, ridiculous. Hasbro, they are bending over people, and it looks like it's just mostly for packaging anyway, and it's the shit packaging. You know, I'm glad there's a little window, but it's all mostly this cardboard crap, and you can't even see the full figure. So, but at least there's somewhat of a window. I might check the blowfish because I think that looks stupid, but the figure itself is kind of neat. Like a fun little design. But yeah, this is one of those 3-minute kind of short review things. I'm just talking over it now, but yeah, I already done the voiceover. But yeah, like look at this. It's a waste of packaging. This box could have been half the size. Literally half the size. It's like they wasted all that so they could charge everybody $40. And again, this is my gripe that I have with these companies because they are literally bending over the customer. Money's been tight for everyone. jobs have been, piss poor for the last 4 years, the COVID stuff, all that. And these companies were still trying to bend everybody over. Like, it's retarded.
Why are there 2 purple blobs? Do you put that thing
split.
together?
Yeah, it's split in half.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, even when it's split in half, if you did the packaging in a proper way, like this thing could have probably fit in a Marvel Legends box, not this, oversized thing. But anyway,
Vinnie's crying about the trees now.
I'm not crying about the trees. Trina, both of us, we're going to go with the gasoline and burn down forests together, just to make a point. So I'm with you there, Trina.
Just kidding. Just kidding, LA. Just kidding.
We're not in LA. We came back. We came back home. But anyway, no, that's Gavin News's scum. He did that. But yeah, the articulation is really nice on that figure. And like the way that she has like the kind of like her short coat, the sweater that's tied around the waist, like it doesn't hinder her articulation either. So they did a really nice job. And McFarlane, it's not rubber and it's not a diaper. So yeah, see, look, they're able to do it. It's called the magic of plastic. So, but anyway, I do like that she comes like with these 2 kind of what looks like master swords from The Legend of Zelda. So that's kind of neat. One fits in the backpack, the other one you can put in her hand. She got like that kind of plunger weapon thing. I only played a little bit of Fortnite with Draven and the guys, but yeah, I don't recall these characters at all. But I thought they looked kind of cool and kind of a good pairing with the 2 of them. But like I said, for $5, yeah, can't go wrong with that. And again, if there's good articulation, yeah, I wanna get figures like that because I appreciate when they actually step it up in quality, and this definitely did. I do not like the retail on it. Retail bullshit. But, there you go. There's my review on Sky and Ollie. I guess the Blowfish is Ollie.
Hey man, a $40 figure for $5, you can't beat that.
That's what I'm saying. So not bad.
Yeah, and we talk about the oversimplification of packaging is what they needed to get back to. But Hasbro, I mean, this is a thing with a lot of these toy companies. The reason they wind up charging higher price on a lot of these things is not really so much always that the toy is bigger. It's the size of the packaging and the shelf space that's going to be on the toy shelf store. On the shelf rather in the store, and that's where this is where they're coming up with these prices from. So let's stuff it in a much larger box. We could charge a higher price for it, and they do that with a lot of figures. They did that with the G.I. Joe Raptor figure. That thing could have been stuffed in a regular packaging like every other Joe, but they want to stretch the wings out in the packaging.
The Norgahide figure you sent me, so that one's a little bit more because of the big ass box, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
But that one actually had a ton of extras in there, animals.
The boar in that fucking thing is huge.
Yeah. That warthog boar thing, whatever. That's like the size of another Joe. So it kind of makes sense. And they did the same thing with Road Pig because they gave him a pit bull, and then he's huge. He's a much larger figure too. So I get it, but yeah, some of the other shit that they pull, yeah. It's upsetting. Sorry, yeah, I'm gonna speak my mind. I'm gonna be honest with all this stuff because I'm tired of too many people just like worshiping all these companies, and it's getting ridiculous. It's like you kiss their ass and you keep paying those crazy high prices. Guess what? They're gonna keep jacking the prices up and giving you, shittier quality. So,
and that's what they've been doing. They've been doing it over and over again. And what's going on? Bad Take Bojan in the house. What is up, Tina?
What's up, Tina?
And I know Time Prophet was asking about, a metal Optimus Prime. I already got some die-cast Optimus Primes. I don't necessarily need another one. The only one that I'm interested in is like the Missing Link Optimus Prime and the Missing Link Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper, maybe Sunstreaker. I'm interested in those because they're the classic G1 versions with articulation. I don't know if those have any die-cast on them, and quite honestly, I don't really care that much for a modern figure. I mean, as long as the plastic's not cheap, I don't care because so many of those toys from back in the day, everybody swears up and down they had tons of die cast in them. They really didn't. There really wasn't that much die cast, especially in the old Transformers.
No, wait a minute. I didn't know that they made a die-cast Ron Perlman figure. You said missing link, didn't you?
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
That's what Takara, was calling that series with.
Did you or Vinnie, Tommy? Did you or Vinnie pick up the Storm Shadow figure?
Not the new one.
Did not yet.
No.
Oh, you didn't?
Did not yet.
It's 25 in my store. Is that's
the normal price?
Right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I got the classic one, so like I don't need them right now. Like you said, it's when money's tight.
Yeah.
What's going on, memes?
Hey,
What's
memes.
up, man?
Hey, memes.
But yeah. Who's next on the chopping block? Anybody else got something?
I'll wait.
Adam can go.
Are you sure, Trina? You don't want to go?
I'll go after.
All right. Well, since Tommy's talking Transformers, so here we've got the lovely Autobots, and I've been playing with my statues, giggity, and my busts, and so yeah, here's what we're looking at now. So yeah, we've got the one little section of Autobots. We've got some shiny Decepticons hanging out. And there's the Bumblebee that I got for $10, which is the same size as the actual Transformer, which is kind of funny.
That's great.
He looks really
good.
That skids that you got there, that's like the 2004 or something version.
Yep. I've got one in the box and one opened, and I decided to finally transform it and figure it out. And I was high as hell, and it was a good thing because that's why it did great. I was just stoned out of my gourd going, I wonder how you do this. And I just eventually figured it out, as you can see, mostly.
4 hours later.
About 20 minutes. But then I started doing this stuff and playing around and kind of, redoing everything with the lights and just having fun with it, It's what else are you gonna do? It's but yeah, it's got good detail on it.
We should do a contest. We should have you high off your ass transforming this figure again, and time you, and then have Trina with her Frankenstein transformer, and see who's quicker.
Wait a minute. That's not fair. I sent her a video on how to transform it. That's not fair.
Oh, I don't have that video, and I wouldn't.
Oh, sweet.
Adam would definitely still win. He could be high off his ass on all the drugs and still beat me. I am terrible at it.
Oh, trust me, I was trying not to break it because I'm terrified to break the damn thing, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I got no clue. Do I look like a guy with a plan? I mean, come on. I'm the guy that turned around because Tommy was hurting and Slasher and you. And I'm like, okay, what can I do? I'll go get 30 boxes. That's what I'll do. So, and again, the Bumblebee and the Hot Rod. These here are the newer two. And I didn't overpay by any means. This is part of what I bought. But and again, it was something that I've been collecting these. These are 0203 for the statues, the busts. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. It took really Vinnie and Tommy and Trina, and Slasher too. It's just like I finally wanted to show it off, though. Get this stuff out and do something with it. And then they look great,
dude. That looks like a corner of a toy store right there.
Oh my god!
Then. It's all your fault, Trina, because you bought me.
He's going to be like Roman Maroney and freaking Johnny Dangerously. I'm going to need to expend this fucking place. Knock down that wall, knock down that wall, and knock down that fucking wall.
Right?
Dude, you're going to need to. Are you an in the box collector?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, because these here are going for like. These 4 are going for over 100 each sometimes.
Okay, yeah, I can.
Yeah, you can't find these two hardly at all. This one's like 50. I got these 2 for 90, and then they took the 20 off because it got fucked up. So 70, and then 10 for shipping. So 80. So about 40 each. And then these 2 I got for cheaper. But some of these other ones are going for 50 each, and I didn't pay that. I mean, I paid basically retail with shipping. in the shipping price. I was paying like $15 a figure and then like $8 shipping.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is that bad. I mean, I've been saving money. I've been good.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, like, look at this. How are you? I mean, yeah.
Some of those look really good.
And I mean, you know who's right there, whose elbow is there. I mean, it's just perfect. And I mean, look at that. We've got classic Riddler, classic Penguin. We've got the other best Penguin ever. The next one I need to get, of course, is the Arkham one. But I just, when they went and did this, this is literally everybody. And I was high off my ass when I took these pictures. Just so you know. But that's when I do all this artsy stuff because, and then again, I have you guys to share it with. And I made sure. I mean, we got the Batmans together. Look at that.
Yeah, it looks good. Oh, it's the 3 Jokers, Batman in the middle.
Yeah.
So now you gotta like put all the Batmans together, or are you gonna put them in series? Like you're gonna put all like a series of the figures together.
Well,
it looks like he has.
Well, yeah, I kind of have them. Yeah, like you're saying, I kind of have them in series sets as well. And I keep messing with it, but the problem is behind all of that are all the Marvel stuff I still got to show off. That like Tommy sent me, and then I had to go finish that line so we could build Colossus. That's behind all this stuff. Like they're all stacked on other figures.
Wow.
So, but I've got it where it's not hurting nothing. But these will all eventually go out in the gym because I have pegboards behind the gym wall.
Yeah.
So I planned on hanging because they would look really cool on to the left of where I have the Transformer stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, that's
nice.
I mean, I just couldn't help myself. Like they did all the Joker stuff, and I'm like, really? Like you're just like forcing me to have to buy this.
Yeah, I didn't realize how many Jokerized versions they had.
2 sets. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that one that I got a double of, it was supposed to be the other Scarecrow, the original Scarecrow before they did this.
Right.
Because they have all these 4 figures unjokerized. And I had found this one, but that's the one I got for free. That's why I've got 2 of these.
Right.
So
nice.
But that's, I got lucky on a few. And I mean, like the $1 million belt's there and it's half-ass covered up too. Kane's hanging there. I don't know. I get bored and then like I think of what would be cool to show everybody. But
yeah, you're right though. The super powered or the kind of throwback to the superpower figures of the Riddler and Penguin, those are really, really good.
But see, that's all pegboards. And I've got it on the other side as well. Nice. So now imagine all that stuff hanging after I get the fencing done, obviously. And Mr. Castle's hanging out. But that classic series, dude, I got a good deal on the Penguin. I ended up paying $60 for the 2 Riddlers together. But that Penguin, man, I mean, other than Virgin Meredith, I mean, that just, I'm sorry, that one. And then with the other one too, I'm like, it's just, it's meant to be.
Oh, for sure.
And the only 3 Jokers that I have is this one here with the crowbar and the fish, whichever one that one was. But he didn't matter. He just got stuck up in the corner.
Yeah, I don't remember which one that one is.
Yeah, but it's, I don't know, dude. I had fun with them. And the colors on these are off, which is so cool. This one's lighter. This one's darker in the platinum. And then I did not take the pictures yet because the Adam West that Trina sent me, I got the black and white. And that's what started all this. Because I was like, oh, look, $25 for the black and white one. Good luck finding it that price now.
It's like they say, as far as the collecting world is concerned, you only need that one figure to get you kicked off.
Yeah.
And then, the next thing you got an awful lot there, Adam. I mean, look what happened to me over the years. I've got stacks and stacks of freaking totes where I've got nowhere to put figures on the wall, and now I've got to worry about moving totes and things falling over on me as I dig.
I've got totes in the closet full, Tommy.
Dude, Adam did this like overnight.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, everybody's got to have a hobby.
Yeah, you gotta love it though. I mean, I think if this kind of stuff brings you joy, I see nothing wrong with collecting this stuff. And I know there's a lot of people that might gripe at it. Even it's kind of childish. Yeah. Kiss my ass. You're probably like one of those miserable ass people that go through the world crying about what everybody else is doing instead of worrying about what's going to make you happy. Just piss off with that shit.
Well, if you're going to be artistic about it, and you guys have seen me collage the wall, what in the hell makes you think I won't do the whole room? Which I just did. I mean, it's look at that. I mean, you've got DC. There's Marvel. Yeah, we're looking at a lot of DC. Oh, snow again. Sorry. And yeah, here you go. This is the day. So we'll turn that off because you don't need to hear anything. But yeah, this is Hoth today.
You're right. Oh shit.
Because I just, that's been my day. I get up, I shovel, and and I'm fine with it. That's my white privilege, as you can tell.
It's all over your lawn
across the street. Look at that.
Right? There's privileges everywhere.
I'm telling you.
I was going to say it's either snow or he's got the biggest cocaine production facility I've ever seen in my life.
yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm just shoveling all that.
Welcome to Hunter's Place.
Right. It's all that Parmesan cheese, yo. It's all that Parmesan cheese.
Oh shit.
And that's how it starts, Shifty, is just getting back into it too. If you don't collect for a while and you get that one, and then it snowballs from there.
The itch. It's called the itch.
Well, it literally though. Look at how much stuff. Like I said previously, I'll buy a wrestling belt that's $200-300, and I save up for that stuff. So it really isn't any different. I haven't bought anything in a while, and then of course now, like I'm going to scoot myself to the right, and I mean it's the whole wall. It's but I don't mind. I mean I can scoot around and do everything, but I can do everything I need to do. And I got these awesome pieces I can move around and pick up, and and again, I thought this was kind of a cool looking Batman for what he is.
Yeah, it was a pretty neat one. It's based off of that artist, Jason Fabok.
And I figured my daughter got me all the comics, the 3 comics, just standard ones, which I thought was cool. So then I'm thinking, and to your point, I did think that though, Trina, put the comics up and then put the figures with the comic, because I got quite a few of the I've got 3 of the 3 Jokers, because the Batwoman the Batgirl is also that's the other one. She is from the 3 Joker line as well. So
nice.
So I actually do have a couple figures, but yeah, it's one of those, I don't know. I got lucky. I fell into a good deal because I'm not going to pay when I find out what the prices should be and what I think they are. Because again, I remember when these were like $15.
Yep.
And now they're like 25-ish and up. And if you don't get them, as we have all discussed on this channel and numerous times, if you don't get it when you see it, you ain't going to get it. And that Iceman, Tommy, cost me $30. And
I told you it was probably going to be expensive for him, and I was thinking maybe Sabretooth too, because they were the 2 that I almost never. Matter of fact, I don't remember ever seeing him in Ollie's. All the other ones, Magneto, all of them. Matter of fact, I can go to my Ollie's right now, and they still have Cyclops all over the place. They were having a hard time selling him, but the other ones, never seen them in the discount stores.
Yeah.
I'm just happy I picked it up, but I was like, I can build my own now. I've got all the pieces to build it. And again, it's not always about the box either. It was kind of like Vinnie was telling me when he found me the Piper one. He's like, the box isn't the greatest. I go, dude, it doesn't matter. It's in the box. The figure's in there. That's all that matters. I'll throw it in a protected case and hang it on the wall. I don't care. It's a Piper figure, and it's a good looking figure. Yeah, I think one of the best we've ever had being a Piper fan. I mean.
Yeah, they did a nice job.
So, and again, I thank you, brother, because I've been looking since we knew they were out, and I found so.
Yep.
And they're a good $65 on eBay all day long.
Oh, anything Piper related is it's up there.
Yeah, Manlin, he was saying he has one Batman comic in a display thing for like flyers on the desk, and he also says I have this Batman pencil box over on the shelf. Nice. Cool. Shifty was saying a big part of me going back into toys because this generation of gaming has been terrible. No reason to buy a PS5 4 years into its life cycle. I'm not buying games, might as well buy toys. And once again, this goes back to what you actually enjoy too. I mean, some people, it's all about gaming and that's all they buy, and good for them if that's what they enjoy. But I'd rather have something a little bit more substantial. And then the good thing about a lot of these collectible figures is most of them, not all of them, most of them do go up in price after a while. So if you find yourself in a pinch, sometimes these things maybe not as good as gold, but they can fetch you a decent price on a resale. Matter of fact, speaking of that, I've got a resale going, as a matter of fact, right now. At the top of the pages and in the links for this live, I've got a link to my eBay where I'm selling one of the old Jurassic Park figures from '93, the Coelophysis 2 set. Something that my dad had collected, and we need some extra money, pigs and everything else. So that's going up on eBay. I was never a huge Jurassic Park fan anyway. I mean, so I figured that'd be the first to go.
Oh, that's good.
Retro game. I know. Eventually we're going to get there. Stig says Cyclops and Storm were his favorite X-Men as a kid. And Hasbro has done some decent looking figures of those ones too. Yeah. They're just hard to find.
Yeah, so a couple of years ago they released the really nice Storm with the black and the gold. So she was a 2-pack though, because they knew she wasn't or the other character wasn't going to sell by itself. What was his name? The Native American dude.
Forge.
No, not Forge. Thunderfoot or no.
Oh, Thunderbird.
Thunderbird, yeah. It was either him or the other one. They were.
Yeah, there was two of them, Thunderbird and Warpath. They had the same costume.
Yeah, I think it was
brothers.
Thunderbird. Yeah. So they put her in a 2-pack with him, and like she had an alternate head, lightning effects, an alternate kind of like that cape thing that's attached to her wrist. So like they put a lot into it, and I'm like, well, this is the only way we're ever going to see her properly done. Because you know how Hasbro is.
So it was the 70s Storm, right? With the tiara and the okay. So then it had to have been a Thunderbird. Thunderbird was part of that, like the introduction with Wolverine, Colossus, Nightcrawler. Yeah.
Again, she was a beautiful figure. I've showed her a couple of times, I think, on the channel. But yeah, good stuff.
Awesome. Thanks, Tolbat. Tolbat's resharing my eBay link out there. I appreciate it, guys. Awesome. You can take a look. If you're interested, great. If you're not, share it around.
Hey, if you're going to pay money, and again, I watched Vinnie do some reviews on the figures I picked up before I put the money into it, too, by the way. So thank you for those reviews, Vinnie.
Cool, man. Yeah, no problem. Diapers.
All right. Trina, did you have anything today or not?
Yeah, I've got.
Did you want to wait, or did you want to do it now?
I'll go after her.
Why do you have more, Tommy?
Oh, I always have more.
Well, yeah. You know what? I'll just go.
Okay.
I do have.
Don't go anywhere. Show your figure.
Yeah, I mean, we've been waiting to see this figure of yours.
Trina says, Bologna to all you, let her speak.
Oh, stop with that. God, he committed a mortal sin. He put mayonnaise on spaghetti. Who does that? Jesus. Oh.
Knowing Tommy, he didn't even do it because he likes the taste of it. He did it to piss people off.
That's it.
Just to get Vinnie's goat.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you got him.
Yep. Yeah. This was this was one that my husband actually wanted, so we picked this one up, and yeah, he's pretty cool. I'm not sure how I feel about his face sculpt, but I don't know. Overall, I think he's okay. But let me see. We'll get into it.
Is this McFarlane? Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
That's like a cross between Super 7 and like a standard figure. Like he's somewhere in the middle. Like all the music ones are like that.
See, I know Trina loves this Ozzy figure, and she thought the Alice Cooper is cool. I couldn't get him because it didn't look like Ozzy Osbourne. It looked like Melty Osbourne.
It's Zed from Police Academy.
Yeah, I think they could have gotten the face a little closer to like the album cover. I don't know. The face is a little off. Yeah. Overall, I don't know. I think he's okay. They did an okay job on him.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I'll say right off the bat, this guy was outsourced to China. That's where the problem is.
I just figured that's where everything is.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, because we used to have the in-house, and every now and then they'll hire a sculptor, even if it's not traditional sculpting, they'll at least do the digital sculpting, and they're usually a lot better when it comes to likenesses. But yeah, McFarlane, he does too much outsourcing. I don't like that when he does that bullshit.
He was pretty well articulated. Actually, I wasn't expecting him to be so articulated in his arms and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think they did a good job on that.
Yeah,
Does the hat come off?
No, the hat is not removable.
Why couldn't they give him like a fucking different head, like a changeable head?
Yeah, I agree.
Is this newer? This is a newer one?
Yeah, I think so.
It came out maybe about a year or so ago.
Because I know the old McFarlane ones when he did, like there was like a Kurt Cobain one, right?
Yeah, those are more like the statues.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, they didn't have changeable heads and shit. It was
no. No,
I
liked a lot of those.
I had the Jimi Hendrix one. I used to have it. I
used to have the other Ozzy where he was like shirtless, and they gave him like the stained glass windows, and he had like the big black cape and the cross in his hand.
Did they do one of him in the straitjacket?
Maybe
I know they did a Bark at the Moon one, like the werewolf one, right?
Yeah.
They definitely
did like 3 or 4 Jimi Hendrix.
I paused it here because this is one of my issues with the figure. So I showed in the articulation that his feet are stationary, and that makes it difficult to stand him up. He definitely needs a stand. Like, you can get him to stand, but you can see how it's kind of like rocking there. So like if you bump him and he's not on a stand, he'll definitely fall over.
And so this is one of the things we talk about with companies like McFarlane and everything. So the guys that were doing the Yu-Gi-Oh figures, like the Exodia and shit like that, it was the same thing. The feet weren't molded properly and the legs didn't really move. So there was no way to get the feet absolutely stationary so it didn't rock back and forth when you set it on something. And for McFarlane to be doing that, this is what I mean about a lot of these damn figures is why I won't buy shit like that. I just won't anymore. McFarlane is too iffy with their quality control, and I just don't touch their stuff anymore.
It's an issue. When I was working there, I said as well, I don't understand why quality control has always been so piss poor. When I was there, I saved a couple of lines from really being like destroyed because it's like literally figures were exploding, like really weak joints, like horrible stuff. And I'm like, what the hell's going on here? So they go back to the factory in China, and they either get better quality plastic or they make a couple of changes. And it'll save a whole line. But so Trina, he has articulation. Just what? It's 2 joints per leg.
His knees, yeah, and you can like his. He won't do lateral splits, but you can get him in like that running type pose.
Yeah.
So yeah, he doesn't. Not much articulation in the lower body at all, but his arms are pretty articulated, which I was really surprised at that. And now this mic is actually it's a separate accessory, but I have it in the stand already. And on the bottom is like a ball thing so that you can swivel it.
That's good. Yeah, the ball joint. That's really cool.
And just a couple of poses so you can see it. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. I think that like I said, I think the face could have been, done better. That's really, really my major gripe. And then of the ankles, I think they could have given him some articulation in the ankle.
Yeah, something
to help him stand better, but. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't expensive, so it, for someone who is a huge fan of Ozzy, it's cool.
Yeah, makes sense. That's good. Yeah, as long as you like it.
Yep. So that's that.
I would have liked to have seen what, and don't get me wrong, I hate NECA's pricing. NECA is really pissing me off with their the pricing keep going up like $37 a figure now. But imagine what NECA could have did with the freaking head sculpts on something like that, and the outfits, like because we've seen how many times they've absolutely killed the outfits on a lot of those figures. So
Yeah. I think NECA would have definitely done a better job, and at least would have had, like Slasher mentioned, an alternate head where he's just like where he doesn't have that like screaming face.
I'm taking
like maybe like a sinister smile or something. Anything.
Yeah, anything, even just like a normal face, like yeah,
without the hat even.
In a removable hat. Yeah, that would be cool. I wasn't really too concerned with the hat not being removable.
Yeah, but if you had an extra head without a hat, that would solve. You know what I mean? Like boom.
Yeah,
there you go,
especially with
head.
the figures now.
Yeah.
Like being that this is a newer figure, like they
Yeah.
go crazy with different freaking hands. And some of these figures have more fucking hands than actual like weapons and shit.
I was in a comic shop a couple days ago, and I saw they also McFarlane has a Freddie Mercury, like what was his last big stage thing where he had the white tank top and the jeans.
Yeah.
Like they had that one, and it's like okay, like it's very like bare bones, like some of the music figures. So at least step it up a little bit in articulation, like Trina's saying, like the ankles. It's super easy, especially for those characters who like they have like regular like pants, like the way that it's not like weird boots and shit. So what you do is you just have like the foot as a solid piece that has a ball joint in the end, and you do like the socket into where it would come out of the pant leg, you know, and boom, right there, your problem solved. Ball joints are fantastic, especially with figures like that. So you'll have enough movement where they won't have to topple over. You could get a proper balance with them. It's simple engineering, and they won't even do that. That's why, like,
it's just laziness. I know a lot of people are hoping that he would have came with a bat, but no, he got bat wings.
Yeah.
And there was something else. Oh, Steak. I'd mentioned these a while ago, but Trina and I have a whole bunch of them. I think the only one I don't have is Power Slave because I could never find it. I never
have
found
that
it
one.
issue.
I'll do that one next week if you want to see it.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Do that. 'Cause I picked up all the other ones. I'm surprised they didn't do a re-release of somewhere after time. Damn it! Why am I somewhere in time? Thank you. So they did Somewhere in Time, and I know they did a Stranger in a Strange Land at one point. NECA did because I'd seen them when I was cleaning out my dad's house in a store, and I thought about buying them, and they were only $19.99 then, and I should have gotten them, but.
Did they ever make a dime bag Daryl figure?
Not that I'm aware of, other than Super 7 and Reaction. I think they might have did a small 3 3/4, but they did do. And I'm blanking on his name. The guy from Megadeth.
Dave Mustaine.
No, the skullhead guy.
Oh, Vic.
Vic Rattlehead.
Yeah, Rattlehead. Yeah, they did do him as well, and they also did the one for Motorhead.
I don't know what that one's called. Didn't Cotton say something that they did the Knot Man from Anthrax?
I
think
Cotton they
said
did
that a while back.
Yeah, I think they did. Somewhere in Time. Thank you, J Man. And what's going on?
What's up, man?
Hell.
Well, NECA's been getting into a lot of the older stuff. Like they got Planet Apes is one of the things we were talking about for a while. But unfortunately, the only thing I've ever seen out in the stores is the Soldier. That's all I've seen. I haven't seen any of the really cool ones. So,
yeah, me and Frankie, we were there, about a month and a half ago or something in Target. Yeah, we only saw the one as well. So I don't know how they're releasing these things. It's very odd. But, yeah, I agree. They should do an updated Ellen Ripley there because the older shit, I mean, for the time, like, they were okay. But compared to the newer stuff, and especially with all, like, the newer alien shit that they're being released now, yeah, you want a better quality one. The problem is it depends on the actor and their contract because they'll have the license for Alien, but they might have to pay an extra fee to the actors. And here's the other thing: some of them have it in their contract where they have final say if they could do that stuff too or not. So she might be denying it. It all kind of depends. There's a lot of shit that goes into it.
Awesome. That Time Prophet talking about how he's seen Iron Maiden 10 times. And he's met all the singers.
Awesome.
He also said that Ozzy used to live right down the road from him. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. What's going on, CJH Entertainment, man? Welcome.
What's up, CJ?
Yeah, Shifty. They would kill it if they had gotten classic Trek IP. My advice, like any of those old shows, I would love to see them do a whole bunch. Like we've talked over and over again, I would like to see them get the Warriors and see NECA put out the freaking Warriors.
You know what I was? I was just thought of the other day. I was like, no one ever did this. Total Recall. You could have.
Oh yeah.
All the like even the background ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fuck. You could have like the fucking what's his name? The cab driver, the mutant trader. You could have him. You could even have Three Titty Girl. you could have Johnny Cab. Total Recall would be a fucking great IP.
It would be cool. The thing is, Arnold is not easy to work with. That's why we haven't seen
he's
that
always
many.
clashing with his likeness on these toys.
Well, it's not even the likeness; it's his royalties. He always wants more money. So it's like that's the reason McFarlane didn't do it for a long time. They only ended up doing it. They pulled the trigger on Terminator 3 was the first time they actually got his proper likeness. And because the old movie Maniacs, they had to massacre the face. The face sculpt, I saw the original when I was there, and it looked beautiful. And they had to ruin it because they go, well, we can't get approval for his likeness. We could do the T-800, but we can't do Arnold. So they started ripping up the face, and I'm like, oh, you dickheads. But yeah.
Yeah, there's another one, The Last Starfighter. They haven't done anything with Last Starfighter in a long time. They had like 3 3/4 like Star Wars Kenner style figures out a really, really long time ago. But
did anyone ever make Bill and Ted figures? Like even back in the day, did they do?
I do recall somebody doing them, but I think they were more cartoon like.
Because there was a Saturday morning cartoon. So
well, yeah, NECA did do the toon version of them.
Did they do just Bill and Ted, or did they do like the Grim Reaper? And
they were in a 2-pack. Yeah, they were in the 2-pack. I don't know. Trina had. I don't. Yeah, because I know you've seen more of them than we have. Did you happen to see if they had that?
Which one?
Bill and Ted. Because remember they had the 2-packs all over the place.
Oh man, I want to say yes, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm having the Mandela effect thing.
Yeah,
like, I could see it, but I don't know if it was real.
I know. That's what I'm going through right now. We'll have to look that up.
Yeah,
I know there was a Saturday morning cartoon, and there was a god awful NES Bill and Ted game.
Yeah, that was mentioned in the chat. Where Shifty was mentioning that it wasn't any good. Frankie says, 3 Boobies Barber from Total Recall. You have my attention 3 times. CJH, they did Toy Story like stuff, like figures that were posable a while back. This was quite some years ago they did them, and they pretty much looked just like the old Pixar stuff.
Well, Soul Assassin says they did. NECA did Bill and Ted. Okay.
Yeah,
2 new version. Bill and Ted.
Yeah,
that's the one I remember seeing.
Yeah, there's another company that did a fantastic with the 12-inch figures. Here, I'll share them real quick.
Oh god, that Ghostbusters NES game was god awful too.
Yeah, so there's a 2-pack.
Oh, okay.
Wild
Sound.
Sound.
That's the fucking cartoon version.
Yeah. And then this other company, they did like the realistic.
The phone booth too.
Oh wait a minute, no, hold on. This is NECA. This is the 8-inch line. So this is like the Johnny that.
The clothes figures.
Yeah, that one's
yeah. Probably really bad ankles and everything on them.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know because I have a clothed miner. One of those.
What they did the Grim Reaper, awesome. Oh shit.
From NECA, and he's well. He's put together well.
Okay, well that's good then. I know they said that we're going to update the bodies on their 8-inch figures because a lot of people did complain, but I don't know when they did it or if they did it yet. But yeah, so
they didn't do George. They did the Grim Reaper. No George Carlin though. No George Carlin figure.
Right. Yeah, I didn't see him, but Yeah. Oh wait. There he is.
There he is. Oh, I love the
Nice.
fucking packaging as a phone booth. That's awesome.
There you
That
go.
is awesome.
But once again, look, it's an exclusive.
Ah,
of course.
Bastards. The Mego Museum.
so it's probably $6,000 on eBay, right?
Let's see. Oh, this is Mego. This one isn't even NECA. Why did it say NECA before? Or is it the way that they're listing it? I'm seeing some of them listing the same figure as either NECA or Mego. But yeah, it looks like NECA.
Well, are they two different? Are they the same packaging?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like Amigo packaging. I can tell you that.
Yeah,
right
this is
now.
NECA. Yeah, this is NECA. This is NECA. So whoever listed it, they put it wrong. But yeah, that's cool though. At least they made them. That's good. Yeah.
Wow, really, J-Man? Damn.
What's that?
Said he had a few Warrior figures. Some have cloth more like dolls, but they were some larger ones. But they had the
we saw
wrong
those
logo
ones,
on the
right?
back.
Didn't we look those up, Tommy?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's a few companies that tackled them.
What's up,
Yeah, I
Canadian Spider-Man?
the first Warriors figures I saw were those they were just like the Scarface ones where they were really weird proportions, like graffiti style, like drawings,
Mm-hmm.
like with the oversized feet and shit.
But let's go ahead. I'm going to lean into my first actual full review of the night. I had to break this one into two parts. G1 Transformer that they did in the United line, and oh boy. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to play this, and you guys tell me what you think.
Welcome back as we are hanging out with Dark Helmet, the sci-fi and Transformers pig. Get ready to take a look at something that is Transformers related, right, Helmet? All Helmet. So, going ahead, this one, of course, Transformers related from Hasbro. Transformers Legacy United. Finally picked this one up. Now we're going to take a look at G1 Universe Quake. Those of you unfamiliar, Quake was released in the G1 line. I believe it was in 1988. And he did come with two mini Target Masters. This was part of the mini Target Masters for the Transformers line. Of course, the Autobots and Decepticons both have them. But this is Quake, so we're going to take a look at them. There's something odd about them colors. I'm going to see if I can find my G1. If not, I'll post a photo of it. But something does not look right about these colors. But here we go. Let's unbox it and take a look at it. Here we go with Quake right out of the box. So I'm going to post a picture of the G1 version right next to them. Let's turn off the dial for a second. And as you can see, yeah, there have been some serious color variations of what they did. There's a lot more of this burgundy color in this figure, instead of just like the gray throughout the arms and actually at the top of the hips and everything. It does make them look a little bit off from the original one, but let's go ahead, let's get that out of there, and let's take a look at some of the articulation on this one. So as always, they got the arms moving up, move out to the side, got a bicep cut right there. It's got an elbow bend that goes more than 90 degrees, so that's not bad. There is no hand movement whatsoever. It's part of his transformation. It doesn't move. He does kind of got this flex right there as part of his hips that roll all the way up and all the way back. Decent knee bend right there. And he's got a little bit of rock down here at the bottom of the feet. It does have a fair amount of movement in the legs. The arms not so much. He does have a waist turn as well. Now here's the one thing that really does suck about him. This is it. He's got side to side turn movement in the head. There's no ball up there. Cannot look up, cannot look down. Get out some of his accessories and take a look at him in some action poses. Right before we do that, let's go ahead. We'll take a look at Tip Top and we'll look at Heater. Both of these guys transform into his weapons. Just like the original ones, there wasn't a whole lot to the transformation in these guys. These things pretty much look like the original G1s did as well. So there is that. let's go ahead and get him some action poses.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Yeah, I hear you. Some of the Japanese colors are pretty cool, but some of them were like, oh boy. Like, if you ever seen what they were going to do with the G2 Grimlock, with that Tiger Force, and I picked that one up when they released it. It was basically Studio Series Grimlock, and they just repainted them. I picked it up anyway because I thought it was neat, but some of the colors were really cool, though, with their Master Force line. Japanese, I mean, Takara, amazing stuff that they were doing. But yeah, like, I couldn't put my finger on what was wrong with the colors just looking at it in the box. When I had that picture of the original one side by side, I think the original one, the colors, and that one looked much better than this one. And then we're talking about laziness of some of these companies. Like that head having no movement whatsoever, just side by side. That is just pure laziness.
Yeah, it is.
But we're going to go ahead. We're going to play the second part and get the total breakdown of this. And then we'll get final thoughts on G1 Universe Quake. I was not overly impressed with this one. I can tell you that right off the bat. But I will say this. His arm's bent more than 90 degrees, unlike that Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime.
We now return to the Transformers.
There we go, showing off some of the flare out with his legs and the arms. Even though the arms do feel a little bit weak on this one, the friction joints in this one are a little bit weak right out of the package. He can still hold up both of these Target Masters without the arms falling down, so that's a plus. Another pose with Quick right there with Tip Top and Heater firing up into the air. And unlike some of the other ones, Quake can get down into a kneeling pose and absolutely just look decent in this pose. Now, I know some of these other Transformers, the way they engineer them, the legs between the thighs and the bottom half of the legs, the cast and everything, they just don't line up properly to get into a kneeling position. He actually does. So he does get a plus for that. I will say that the body of Quake looks relatively thin, and he does feel very, very weak as far as the plastic. It feels way too light. Kind of been a little bit of a running pose right here. Once again, not horrible. There is some decent articulation in this one. It just feels cheap in the hands. It really is a shame, and I really just do not like the oversaturation of the burgundy in this figure. And last but not least, here we go with Quake in his tank form. The turret is a separate piece that you add on, and when you kind of turn it, the cannon does kind of go up. And if you push this cannon too far down, it literally just pops right off of there. Kind of cheaply done. The turret can go up quite a bit, but it can't really come down, especially on an angle. It's pointed up almost all the time, except when you got them straight forward. And of course, you can take his two Target Masters and port them right at the top to give him a little extra firepower when he's in tank form. There we go. Overall, I mean, you get the vibes of Quake, but it doesn't look right. And this very narrow profile for a tank on this one, it just does not look right. He looks way too narrow. This does not really do justice to the G1 version, I don't think. And the oversaturation of the burgundy on this, I think, just takes a lot of points away. But after Helmet had got the walls of Jericho falling down, let's go ahead and finish up. Like I said, too much burgundy, too narrow of a tank form. The gun turret pops up and there's literally no movement in the head whatsoever, side to side. It's just horrible. The best that we can give this one is a 6.5. It comes close to hitting 7, but because there's pieces that pop off like the gun turret and his head not moving and some of the joints almost being a little bit on the loose side and the plastic feeling a little bit weak, we cannot give a better score than that. It's a shame. I really love the original G1 Quake, and this one just doesn't do it for me.
Helmet stole that video, so he hit the back wall of the diorama. Since I haven't been able to put the magnets in yet because I don't have the tools, he hit the one wall, the other one came down, boom. I was like, I'm gonna leave that in.
That was great.
Biggie was going on strike. He says, "Where's my KO at?" You
right? Yeah, I agree though, man. I can't stand the parts forming. It's a transformer. Everything should be able to transform with them, not that you add on shit afterwards. And yeah, I agree too. Like the colors, I don't like the color scheme on them.
It's a damn travesty, quite honestly, because that little he's like one of the smaller target masters that I thought was like the best out of all of them. The Quake one was awesome, and I have it in the back. I think I'm just missing the turret and the 2 target masters that came with it, but I have the figure itself in the back, and he looks great in the tank form. Like there's the right proportion of, you know, some burgundy with more of the gray and everything like that, and a dark blue in the center. And this one is a brighter blue. It's an oversaturation of his burgundy, just makes him look, and he looks almost jumbled together in the tank form with the way they have all this extra black and burgundy and everything running through the whole figure. It just doesn't look right at all. And the fact that this head only moves side to side on a modern figure, no.
Yeah, it's some BS right there.
Yeah, I was quite disappointed in that, and it was one of the ones I held off getting for a while, and I just happened to find it in a local store, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna check it out, see if it's bad as some people were saying, because a few people did say garbage, and I was like, yeah, let's see. Gray
Here's
plastic always looked great. Yeah, the OG one, man. I think that one looked awesome. So you got the burgundy on the top with the gray, and then the gray for the tank treads, and I think it's proportioned just right. The other one, with all the mixed up colors in that tank form, just looks like trash.
Yeah, I don't understand what they were thinking. Because yeah, you can tell from the original figure. Yeah, his arm should have been all gray with the black hands, and like I don't know what the hell, man. Hasbro makes really weird choices, and even in the concept artwork. Like, it's just his lower half that's supposed to be that kind of burgundy color.
Mm-hmm.
Dummies. Oh. Yeah, what a bunch of morons.
Bunch of morons.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it sucks.
Disappointing overall. I kind of wish I'd gotten this a little bit cheaper than what I paid for it, because I did wind up paying full price for it. It must have been one of the ones that was sitting in the back room and they finally put it out in stock. But yeah, like I couldn't highly recommend this to anybody who loves the classic G1 Quake look, because it's not worth it in my opinion.
Yeah, it's off.
But Vinnie.
Yes. Yeah. I got one. Yeah. All right. This one, we got some good old Hans Koch jokes in here. So this figure, I'm just gonna let it play on its own with the sound already on. But this is not my figure. This was a buddy of mine's. He wanted me to do the review on it, so he's already all packaged up again. So next time I see my buddy, I'll be giving it to him. But so he had gotten the Red Hulk. And yeah, so we're going to break into this one. This is Brave New World, Captain America.
Hulk from the Captain America, Brave New World, New World Order, the original title. Yeah, this is going to be this Hulk. This is actually something that a friend had picked up for himself. And he asked me if I wanted to do the review on reviewing this and then giving it back to my buddy. But yeah, we're going to be going over this whole thing. It's a pretty cool promo shot of him on the back. A little bit of info. And this was actually played by none other than good old Harrison Ford, a.k.a. Hans Koch. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm going to say it. I believe this is nothing but a repaint or a reissue of the male feminist Mark Ruffalo Green Hulk. Yeah, I believe it was a build-away figure. You could tell because this is Mark Ruffalo's face. Now, I think the hair might be new, but the face itself is the same mold as the green one. I do not have that. He does come with a pair of closed fists as well. I will say articulation is pretty nice on him. For at least being a bigger figure. Good head movement. The diaphragm joint, I absolutely love the diaphragm joint on this. He's got great crunch. So a good movement there, waist turn. He does have thigh cuts. He has a little bit of cut right here, but you're not getting much out of that. He does have good articulation in his feet and stuff too. Hands and arms, very nice. I love the pinless joints. So all of that is really fantastic on this guy. Other thing to point out, I believe his closed fist, are a little small, especially even in comparison to his actual open hand. It feels like the closed fist is too small for this. It should have been, I don't know, maybe 3 to 5% bigger. Here is how he stacks up with my Hugh Jackman Wolverine from the Wolverine and Deadpool movie. And again, I did touch up that Wolverine, so I thought it looked really good. Really brings out all the details and stuff in the character. But again, really good size on this Red Hulk, by the way. And here is how he stacks up with the Gray Hulk, the Bruce Banner 2-pack. And the other one is obviously the Harrison Ford from the newest movie that's about to come out. So there you go. He looks nothing like Harrison Ford or Hans Koch. That's Mark Ruffalo. You know, the male feminist, just like Mark Hamill. Hey, everyone. So today's review.
So there you go. There's my review of this thing. It's looping back over again.
It looks pretty good. I mean, other than not doing a new face sculpt, you know, the body, and that's one thing that Hasbro will do right on occasion. When they have something that works right, like the Studio Series 86 Grimlock, they've released that figure multiple times. Granted, I think the last one where they did Megatron as Godzilla is absolute trash because it doesn't even look like Godzilla. But like for the other releases they did they were spot on, and the figure didn't degrade. So I don't have a problem if they have a really good mold doing recolors on it.
I agree, and I looked it up afterwards, and so it looks like the chest area is like that's the one that they reused, but I think they just used the same digital model and then they tweaked it because this one has pinless joints in the arms and legs. The lower half is different. The feet are bigger than the Green Hulk version, so there are major differences. So I was a little bit off because again I don't have the figure. But from what I recollect, I was like, "Oh yeah, I think this is the same body, the same mold." And the head definitely, it's yeah, that's Mark Ruffalo. That's not Harrison Ford. What's that?
I'm trying to get this 1.2 second thing down.
Okay, you can do it, Tom. You got it. Yeah, Tommy's in control of all that.
Hi, I'm Tommy of the Guinea Pig Collective, and I have a real problem with showing all the damn messages in the chat. I can't help it. I love you all.
Yeah, Frankie's right. Yeah, this thing, it's got some heft to it. I was surprised at how much this, like, you know, that's solid plastic. But I got to agree, it is a really nice figure. I'm not going to shit on it. And I think it was...
Well, that's good because it's probably not designed for that.
Yeah, don't say that too many times. You're going to perk Steve's ears up.
Listen,
shitting on something?
Wait a minute. I'm Vinnie. I'm not Vince McMahon. We need
Oh,
a head
God.
but
So I didn't know McMahon was stopping by to pay us a visit.
But yeah, this guy, if you could find him, I think in Target, he's about 35 plus tax.
Damn.
So the price it's not too bad for a deluxe figure because he is pretty big.
Well, it was the same thing with the Joe Fixit one that I found at Ollie's for $20. I mean, that was a very hefty figure.
Yeah. Yeah. If he goes down to $20, yeah, I would definitely get him. Yeah, like, you know, no doubt about it. But it is pretty nice. So if you're okay with the face not being Harrison Ford, because it's not, I've seen some stills of the Red Hulk version of him, and you could tell it's you know, it's Harrison's face, just more exaggerated. But it's even the crooked nose, like they got it down right, and the sides of his head are supposed to be salt and pepper. It's not supposed to be all solid black. So. Yeah, I don't know what they were going for.
I thought you weren't going to be shitting on it.
What?
I thought you weren't going to be shitting on it.
No, you said that's not right. You shouldn't be shitting on figures, so I'm not. But I will give you my honest opinion on the things that they got wrong. That's for sure. But the figure itself, if you want a Red Hulk, because this one's probably this will fit good with your. Yeah, you get a brown Hulk. That's right. But yeah, if you want something that's like closer to the comic books in that version, like this guy, he'd be a good replacement.
50 dude, that's a good argument.
Right?
He should be a lawyer.
He just wanted to blow a little wind in her face, and he just lost control. But wait, explain to me then how he told the other guy to keep going.
I'll tell you what, if like Soul Assassin says, if Hasbro was ever to hire me, the first thing I would do is find every lefty in the building, and I would shit on their desks, every single one of them.
Adam, lift that one back up again. Oh shit, that's a pretty big one.
Yeah, it's like the Batman I got. It's just the real kind of cheaper version ones. It doesn't really do much.
It's so cool though.
Oh yeah, it's got great look to it. This is the one that Rudy the Wiener Dog beat up. He was dragging him around on the floor and shit. I thought it was funny. You know, but yeah, he's got a good looking. I just missed out on that one. I would have won it for $27, but we were doing the stream and I forgot to look.
Which one?
That Red Hulk.
Oh, okay.
I was winning it on eBay and some asshole took it right at the end and got it for like $27.
Yeah, there you go. That I'm telling you, eBayer, been doing it a long time, and I know it's at last 5 seconds. The last 5 seconds.
I wasn't paying attention because we're all streaming and having a good. It's no big. It's not like I needed it, especially since it's got Puffalo. There'll be a better version coming out. There's like 3 versions of that Red Hulk already on eBay. You can find different versions.
Again, yeah, because the one the Gray Hulk that I showed in that review.
Yeah, that looks badass, by the way.
Yeah, like there's the they use that same mold for the Red Hulk years ago. Like I have that. He's packed away right now, but that Red Hulk is fantastic, and that's why I really like the gray one because it's the same body mold and it's a big figure. So yeah, there are a couple of versions, but if you want something that seems a little bit more like the proportions, a little more human-like, instead of just like the monster comic book version, yeah, this one's good. The Brave New World one, it's pretty damn solid, And I like again pinless joints, so everything looks very seamless with the arms and the legs.
Except there's Puffalo. I'm sorry, I just can't buy it.
Well, yeah, you can get the a heat gun to his face.
Maybe if Jesus is stretching. Maybe if they make because that one that I showed you was $10 back when I got that. That was a $10 figure.
Yeah.
All day long. Actually, shit, they were $7.99 and the Hulk was more because he was like $10. Yeah. So, and then Walmart started selling those, which are these, for like $15 freaking dollars, and then they were going up to like $20.
Yep. Yeah,
I haven't been in a Walmart in a couple of years, but I kept seeing the prices go up, and I was like, I got my Batman Beyond, so I was happy. I like the Batman Beyond series.
Yep.
And quite a few other ones. I just kept them by. I mean, these aren't nothing special. Like we could open these up, but they don't do anything. They do this. They Frankenstein it, baby.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I still like it.
I could go.
Yeah, man.
I could go, yo.
You can go.
Don't go anywhere.
You can do it.
Where are you gonna go?
From the $5 bin in the store today.
Oh shit!
I got one of these Kenner aliens.
Nice.
It's like a midget alien.
I can't make out the freaking year on the foot, but it's definitely a Kenner. I could make out that it says Kenner. Now this thing, you see this thing in the back? Its ass. Yeah. I guess you fill its ass with water and you squeeze it, and you squeeze its ass, and it's supposed to spit water out.
Is it supposed to be a queen?
It looks like it, right?
Yeah, the head.
Yeah.
Imagine if you could do the
it don't have a tail. No tail.
The colors are cool on it.
The tails. There's nothing broken off on this.
Maybe it's after she breaks away and's running after Ripley.
So this thing on the back, you squeeze its ass, right? I guess it's where you put the water. But then all of a sudden, I see there's like a trigger on the back over here, and I'm clicking the trigger. Nothing's happening, right? Nothing's happening to with the teeth or anything. So I don't know whether you squeeze its ass or you pull the trigger for it to squirt water. I have no idea how to fill this shit up with water.
I think we just witnessed an SA on.
No, she's asking for it. It literally says it on the box. I'm just kidding.
Squeeze what? And what happens?
And also from the $5 bin.
Oh shit! Tremor
figures. Yep.
Yeah.
Tremor from the OG Spawn line.
Yep. He's one of the ones I left there at McFarlane.
Wait.
Bent over with whiteout all over him.
Come on. Fucking. Come on. What the hell? I can't get. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, the fist that comes out. It's funny.
Come
And
on.
McFarlane and
Goddamn
Capullo.
neuropathy in my fucking hands. There you go.
Yeah,
So's your
thing is,
figure.
This is a little wobbly, so I don't
Yeah,
want to.
it was
do that.
always like that.
I
It
don't
was
want to
always
do
like
that too much.
Yeah, it's just
It was
how
always like that, Vinny.
Good
Yeah.
fucking condition though, you know. Just a little
Yeah,
scuffing
no.
up on the horns, but
Yeah, that ain't bad.
$5.
Yeah, a little paint, you could touch that up. And again, McFarlane and Capullo, they never drew him in his first appearance. It was actually Mark Silvestri drew that issue.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So he drew the issue that he was actually in.
Never knew that.
Yep.
And yeah, I showed you this, Vinny. I didn't show. I don't think I showed Tommy this.
Oh
The
yeah,
OG
yeah.
Vader.
Mm-hmm.
You still got the OG Vader, Tommy?
No, mine are long gone because I had the original one with the early bird kit where it had the double-ended saber. So it was like the telescopic saber, and then it had the little extra piece on the end.
This shit's broke. That shit's broken. But hey, the fucking dude knocked off $10 for. So it was. He had this shit for 20. I was like, can I see it? He had it in the display case. And the first thing I did was see if this fucking thing was broken. I pointed it out to him. He's like, "Oh, okay. I'll knock $10 off it."
Sometimes you can find.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you can find people.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. But.
Sometimes you can find people that reprint those things because they just slide right out of the back, and you could put a remade one in there.
You could You could do that.
Yeah, that'll just pop right out. If you grab that end, it slides right out.
Oh, okay, now I see it from now I see it from underneath his arm. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was saying if you could get a repro one or whatever the hell they call them.
I don't care though. You know, none of my friggin' Star Wars figures are complete anyway. So.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so then
like
it's perfect. Then it goes in your collection.
The pleather cloak. Yeah, $10 ain't bad for that, right?
That's cool. Yeah, no, yeah, it's a pretty good price, and that the pleather coat is still intact too. That's pretty good.
Just because of the fact it's still got the coat, it's worth $10.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you ever run across the Jawa with that vinyl cloak, snag it up.
No Jawa there, but they got Obi-Wan with the cloak.
Well, the Jawa, when the Jawa first came out, he came out with a little vinyl cloak, just like Vader and Ben Kenobi and everything like that.
Later, yeah.
And then they switched to the cloth one, and that's the one that's more abundant and easier.
Yeah,
to
when
find.
I had a Jawa complete, it had the cloth one, not the pleather one.
Mm-hmm. How much was the Obi-Wan going for?
$25.
Okay. Does he got the saber like yours or no?
I'm pretty sure that the saber is actually not broken.
Do me a favor. Next time you're there, check and let me know because I'll send you money if it's 25.
Yeah,
that
sure,
one,
I'll check it out for you.
That one I need. So yeah,
I'll check it out for you, man.
Thank you, brother.
No problem.
Yeah, and Frankie, I've heard people doing that before. They just put a toothpick in there too.
Yeah, but nah, I wouldn't want to do that shit.
I had the original Obi-Wan from back in the day when I was a kid, and it was funny because like where the white hair was up here, it was the paint came off, so it just was the flesh color, so it looked like he was balding.
So he's balding.
My ex-wife threw it out, bitch. But anyway, that's why I said I was like when you said it was an OG one, and I'm like, what? I had one, like except he was balding, so you know.
Yeah, I have a couple of figures left actually from my childhood that I just destroyed with green marker. I have the fucking the Rancor keeper. For some reason, I painted half of him green. Only half of him.
Trying to turn him into the Incredible Hulk with bitch tits.
The fat Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. He says there's a site on Etsy to sell replacement, and I know there's people all over the place that sell their replacement
all over the
parts.
place that do the repros.
Yeah, and Chaos, we will get this Golden Trina later. We still got a little bit to get through. So, Vinnie stepped away for a minute, and he's left a mad pig in charge. That is never a good thing to do. Took half my Transformers apart when I was a kid. Yeah, well, I did a lot of that when I was repairing them and made some money out of it too. But so we're gonna dip into Indy's domain, the guinea pig with the history stuff, and we're gonna hit Indy's toy history lessons. Here we go. A little bit of flash in the back. the old school stuff for everybody who wants to know a little bit something about some of the older toys. Indy, take it away.
Welcome, one and all. I am your Professor, Indy, of the Guinea Pig Collective. And now, we are going to get into some toy history. Today, on Indy's Toy History Lessons, we will be delving to the history of toy guns. Now, toy guns have been around for quite some time, and they can trace their roots to weapons being made for children, even in early Roman times, where Roman soldiers carved wooden toy swords for children. Now, the first introduction to a toy gun was actually from the French, from their petronels. So the petronel is basically a French word meaning chest. So this was a chest-fired carbine that the French made miniatures of, cast out of lead, iron, or bronze. The first modern version of what we consider a toy gun being a pistol, well, these weren't invented until after the Civil War. And they were made by the same factories that produced the real firearms. These were made of cast iron, and after World War II, they started to be made out of zinc alloy. And as we know, most modern versions, if you can find them, are now made out of plastic. Initially, these early toy guns were actually listed as being able to be loaded with actual gunpowder and other explosives, and be able to fire shots, slugs, or balls. Of course, much like anything else, angry soccer moms had to put their 2 cents in, and cap guns were the first ones to take a lot of the brunt of this, along with air rifles of other sorts, including water guns, where they had to be either brightly colored or have orange tips on them. And this, of course, filtered down into other toys, such as we've seen with the Transformers in 1985, where Megatron wound up getting a bright red cap on the end of his gun mode. Why? So they can't be mistaken for regular guns. They also turned around and they made sure that the amount of black powder that was used in the pistol cap guns was reduced, because they felt that somebody was going to get hurt with these things. And that concludes our brief discussion on toy guns. Guys, remember, if it's not being done by a pig, what's the point? Till next time, this is Indy from the Guinea Pig Collective, your history professor. Thank you for joining me, your professor, Indy, on this toy history lesson.
Cool.
Yeah, I did not know that the early cap guns actually fired projectiles and stuff. That's kind of funny. And, you know, the wife was asking me, she said, Jesus, if these things were made out of cast iron, how heavy they must have been. And I was like, well, you know, kids were built a little bit tougher back then. You know, if you can't fire your cap gun at somebody, you can sure as hell toss it at them and put them down for the count.
Yep, dual use.
But yeah, I thought that was an interesting topic to hit. I like to hit some of the older stuff, or should I say Indy does. So with that, before we get into anything else, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Indy, once again, hitting us off with toys from bygone eras. Guys, if you haven't seen some of these old commercials, stick by and have a giggle at some of this stuff, because it is absolutely hilarious.
I am your Professor Indy of the Guinea Pig Collective. Welcome to Toys from Bygone Eras.
Funlight, a new kind of toy for the dark, where strange creatures lurk, with oozing bubbles that almost seem alive. Hundreds of things to see. Moon rockets, funny figures, 10 feet tall. Shine Funlight on anything, even your friends. The Funlight Projector with 10 multi-picture slides.
Here's the pitch. It's going, it's in there. A new Major League record, 61 home runs by Roger Maris.
Hi, kids. That sure was a day for me. part of the thrill of baseball. The kind of real excitement I've put into my great new game by Pressman, Action Baseball.
The score is 2-2. You're up at bat. The pitcher's set, and he can pitch. Fastball, slow ball, curve. Here it comes. A hot single to right. And the next one, a strike. The pitch, a smashing double to left field. Another run batted in. All the skill and excitement of World Series when you play Roger Maris Action Baseball by Pressman. Now you can hit home runs just like Roger Maris.
Yes, kids, there's nothing like the thrill of baseball. And now it's yours.
Get Roger Maris Action Baseball today, $2.98. Oh boy, a Pressman toy.
He hit out in the middle of the ring. And he has a hard drive to the job. And Blue Bomber's block is knocked off. His block is knocked off?
Sure, but you can press it right back on again. It's just part of the action with the world's only boxing robots, the Rock'em Sock'em Robots by Marx. Takes 2 managers to handle the fighters and lots of skill to win. With these control levers, you can keep your fighters in motion to duck punches. When you press this plunger, he throws a right uppercut. Press the other plunger and there's a left jab. Lots of exciting action and fun for everyone when the world's only boxing robots battle it out.
The Blue Bomber's looking for an opening. And there it is. That's the end of round 2.
Just push the flying head back and you're ready for round 3.
Boy, this is the greatest.
You bet. The world's only boxing robots. Get the Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Thank you for joining us, and remember, if it's not being done by a pig, it's not worth watching.
Those were awesome. Absolutely awesome.
I love going through those old commercials. Like, some of that stuff is just absolutely outstanding. But oh my God, that Roger Maris guy, could he be any more monotone? I thought we had monotony doing that one.
Oh man, that just I bet my father would have loved that.
Oh, those things are great to go back and look over and over again and again and again. Vinnie, you back, buddy? Not yet.
Good talk, Phil.
I missed the old commercials. Yeah. Well, I got one more thing to show off right here while we're waiting for Vinnie to get back. Slasher said he'll try to make it back before the show ends. So I got one other review right here. This one from another line that I've been enjoying so far. So this one is actually going to get the weakest score out of all the figures I've picked up so far, but I still think it's a pretty decent looking one. Let's take a look at what the pig got this time.
We are hanging out with Andy, the archaeological pig. What's going on, Andy? Oh, Andy is here with us today because we're going to take a look at something that's got some old school connotations to it. So sometimes it falls under superheroes, sometimes it falls under indie. And what are we talking about? We are talking about from Mattel in conjunction with Nickelodeon. We are talking about Turtles of Grayskull. We are talking about Masters Universe, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover. We are talking about Turtles of Grayskull, Casey Jones. One-man weapons rack. Here we go with another Turtles of Grayskull crossover figure. Yeah, man, I love these things. This has been an awesome line. And I know that Mattel is now doing a crossover with He-Man and Thundercats as well. So that's something else to look forward to. As you can see, all the awesome artwork on the back as always. Of course, each one comes with a comic book as well. So let's go ahead, we'll get them out of the package and take a look at them. Here we go, right out of the package with our Casey Jones from Turtles of Grayskull. Standard Origins posability. He has a bend in the knee right there, a turn at the knee. He also has a turn at the boot right there. It does have the rock and pivot a little bit down here at the feet. A little bit difficult, a little bit tight right there. Does have the waist turn. Movement in the thighs. That is one of the things that's always been kind of like hit or miss with these Origin figures and these Turtles Grayskull is the movement in the legs. Shoulder movement, not bad. The shoulder pauldron does kind of move out of the way. He does go up and along the side as well. He does not actually have a bicep cut. He does have the turn right here at the elbow, and of course, movement at the elbow as well. A little bit of rock in the hands right there, fair amount. And he's got a nice ball in the head. The mask should come right off, and there you go. And there's your Casey Jones. So let's get him out with some of his accessories.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will return after these messages.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
Yeah, I do have a second part with all the weapons and everything. Yeah, and I will be talking about that after this one, before I pass it off to Vinnie if he's got anything else. I did pull up some pictures for that, and we're going to discuss that ever so briefly after this review, but I think they looked interesting. Vinnie has one he doesn't like. I don't mind it so much, but we'll get in that after this review. But yeah, so far, not bad for the Casey Jones. He does wind up having a few, say, takeaways by the end of this after I get all the weapons out, but overall, like most of these figures from this Turtles of Grayskull line, I think this crossover has been pretty damn good. I've gotten most of them. There's still probably about, I don't know, there's probably still about 6 or 7 that I need to pick up to complete the set. And 2 of them I'm probably not going to bother with. I'm not going to bother with the He-Man and Leonardo and their stealth outfit things. You know, like I don't need them. I just want the main characters. But let's go ahead and let's check out Casey with all his gear, and then we can get thoughts on this figure.
Now, back to our program.
So first up, he's got his big giant hockey stick with spikes all over it. It is kind of like semi-translucent, so when you kind of get it over the light, it will light up a little bit right there. So there you go. That's his first weapon. Since it's a Turtles of Grayskull crossover, he does have a nice curved sword right here. Included in Casey's arsenal, he does have this crazy looking spear. Casey also comes with the semi-translucent axe, this big giant gauntlet. You do have to remove his hand to put the gauntlet on. And last but not least, Casey comes with this big giant metal warhammer. I do like the paint job that they did on some of these weapons. They either have the metallic or have that semi-clear aspect to them. Really nicely done. And last but not least, everything except his gauntlet can fit into Casey's big backpack that he has right there. Now this thing is really heavy, so you do kind of lean him forward a little bit to get him to stand. But all the weapons fit in there nicely. So, well done, Mattel. Well done. And here we go. Indy is absolutely excited to find out what the score is on this one. So, Turtles Grayskull line with Casey Jones. This one has a lot going for it. I love some of the paint applications, the metallic paints, the clear plastics that they use. I think this one looks pretty damn good. A little bit of problem with some of the posability, as always with these Origin style figures. But overall, a decent version of Casey Jones from this TMNT He-Man crossover. I'm going to give this one 8.5 out of 10. This one does seem to have a little bit more limitation in some of the posability, especially up in the arm with the pauldron. It doesn't move quite as well, and it does seem to kick out, and his legs are slightly less than some of the other Turtles of Grayskull figures. Otherwise, an excellent addition to this lineup. Guys, be sure to let Indy, the archaeological pig, know what you thought about this one.
The masters of the universe. Heroes in a half shell.
Turtle power.
Grayskull power. I have the power. The Indy's the best. Oh my god. I love those.
He's so huge. Yeah, I don't get it. He's at least twice the size of Helmet. Crawling around in there, did not knock the diorama boards over. Helmet, the smallest pig, manages to crash everything down on himself.
Well, he's an agent of chaos. So.
Isn't it always the little pig that causes most of the chaos? The little ones?
Absolutely. But yeah, pretty cool looking figure. Comes with a ton of shit.
Yeah, there was a lot in that weapons pack. And what's going on, Lurch? I see Lurch popped into the...
Hey, Lurch.
Yeah, you could always put it on like a hat rack on one of the other weapons. Mm-hmm. It's just, like they actually had a specific place for that big giant Warhammer to store alongside the backpack. I think they would have had something to put the gauntlet on there with too. But I think that's a small gripe considering everything that he came with.
Yeah.
Not bad though. I mean, even in any like what did we miss?
Manliness.
Turtle head on the deck. Pretty decent though. Once again, I haven't really had a true stinker in this whole line.
Yeah.
So I can't say I'm
just the turtle head, no stinker.
Yeah, right. You got to be careful of those turtle heads. They will poke out when you least expect it. But like I mentioned in there, they are doing the Thundercats Motu crossover. So these are some of the early releases of those.
Yeah, some of these are pretty cool.
Go ahead. Talk about Battle Cat, man.
Yeah, I don't like Battle Cat, man. That
What's
looks
up
terrible.
with the underwear?
What do you mean?
Lionel looks like he's wearing a diaper.
Oh.
Stop with the diaper.
Tell me I'm wrong. Does that not look like a diaper that a kid just blew out?
No, it looks
especially the brown one.
Yeah,
Well, that's the one thing I do kind of dig about these figures is you could swap all the parts out. So he has like you could swap them out to get the proper boots and the proper underwear part or whatever. And Tommy pointed out too, Skeletor and Mumra, they're the same figure. They just you swap out those parts. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so he's going to be priced. I think they said he's going to be slightly because right now, like most of the bigger figures are sitting right around like 30 or 35 in the Turtles Gray skull line. They said it looked like they were going to lower the price on those box sets a little bit, and they said the one article I was reading said 29. So if these only wind up being 29, that's that's an A+ for Mattel. Like bring the price down a little bit if you can. But like you were talking about the swap out parts.
Yeah, these regular figures, like what are they going to be going for?
Right now they're still sitting at about $19.99, so 20. So hopefully that maybe they'll come down a little bit too. Maybe, hopefully. The article didn't say; it just said how much the big box set Skeletor Mumra figure was going to be.
Right. Okay. Are these on Big Bad Toy Store yet?
I did. These are just early pictures. I don't think they actually have anything slated for pre-order yet.
Okay. But yeah, not too bad. I like that it's more of like the animated style.
Yeah, the figures all look really cool. Battle Cat is the coolest one. See, and I like Battle Cat. I mean, I do have a bias towards that because Cringer. So Cringer would not appreciate you talking bad about his human form, Vinny. And we at the Guinea Pig Collective are going to be looking for toes to collect.
But he's not green. What are you talking about?
I'm sneaking in your house and I'm going to put mayonnaise on every pasta dish that you have.
I said a lot of things tonight that got a lot of you people on panel upset with me. So. And you know what? I'm not going to apologize. I'm not going to apologize.
I'm not going to apologize to you people.
Good to hear, Lurch, man. Yeah, a lot of it's been. Oh man, like don't even get me started on all the shit that many of us in our circles know. What they've been going through is just shit, just absolute shit. Hopefully, things start improving at Adam. But yeah, that's all I have. Vinny, did you have anything else to end the show with?
No. Well, actually, there was something I saw. I don't know what the hell this thing was. Hold on. I'll pull it up real quick. So Storm Collectibles, the ones who did the larger Street Fighter figures. Well, they did something that I thought was pretty interesting and cool because they're doing like the slightly smaller sizes now because they're going to do the Street Fighter figures like the Alpha Street Fighter series to compete with Jada. And the first figure they're releasing isn't one of the Street Fighters though. It's an animated character called Baki. He's like some kind of kickboxer or something. So, but I thought the figure looked pretty amazing. So yeah, there's this thing right here, and it's only $24.99. And the pose stuff are pretty cool. But again, this is like for people who are if they're into the anime style and all that. But the articulation is really interesting, and I'm curious to see what kind of let me blow it. What kind of plastic they're going to use because normally like the chest piece on their Street Fighter figures since they're bigger, it's a super soft plastic piece. and you could get more articulation out of it because like the butterfly joints will bend more and everything. But yeah, this figure is pretty sick how they did the articulation. It's like it's a bulkier kind of muscle body, and normally you can't get a ton of crazy range out of it. But apparently, yeah, he could do all the poses and stuff from whatever this anime thing is from. But I thought it looked pretty cool. So we'll see. Because like I said, for $24.99, and that's the kind of price that they're going to be putting it. I think for the Street Fighters, it's either gonna be 25 or 30. They're in that ballpark to compete with Jada. So yeah, curious to see how these things are going to play out, but pretty cool. Pretty cool.
No, that's pretty sharp. I mean, there's been a few there's a little lesser known companies, but have putting out some pretty amazing stuff. I mean, I always go back to that one with the Day of the Dead look. I forget what the character's name was. That girl character with that Day of the Dead face paint and everything. I really like that one. Yeah, really sharp.
I forgot the company.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the company either, but it was a really sharp looking figure with tons of posability. And it's kind of a bit of a wake up call to some of these established companies that are just kind of sitting on the fence, not upping their game. And for the companies that were getting it right and getting lazy, like Hasbro and some of these other ones, man, these companies are going to come up and they're going to eat your lunch. It's going to be lights out for you people if you can't freaking step your game back up. And the first thing you got to do is get rid of the retards that want to push agenda first and not freaking good toys.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of crazy and silly. I don't know why they're making the decisions they're doing, but I'm happy that other people are, other companies are doing a better job. Oh wait, there was something that was kind of neat, and it went in line with those He-Man ones. Apparently, these are out now. Hold on, blow it up. They have the He-Man bodies, or like, hold on, like some of the origin ones that you get. Like, look what they do at Lion-O. That's kind of neat.
Kind of dig it.
Yeah, here's some of the other ones.
Huh.
Those are kind of cool, the Super 7s. Well, yeah, since you were showing. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, now. Go ahead, Trina.
Yeah, I wanted to show you guys. So I have this short of some signed artwork. There's a store in the mall that has a bunch of like signed prints and stuff. And there's something at the end of this, Tommy, that you guys are gonna like, and I think everybody is gonna like the thing at the very end. So I'll just let this play.
Cool.
This is Victor Garduno. I don't. He's done work on like Disney and other like comic stuff like that. But just some of these prints are awesome. But there's something at the end of this that here you go, guys.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then a couple of Deadpools here, and then there's something at the end I took for you guys. These are all signed prints.
Oh wow. Nice.
Yeah, they had a bunch of those.
Those are cool.
Signed Star Wars prints.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
That's definitely nifty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a store. It was like a pop-up kind of thing.
It's a store. It's a store. They sell like a whole bunch of different stuff, things like signed like baseball, basketball, football stuff.
All memorabilia stuff.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, because I was only asking because they like by the mall that I go to, they have like the little islands like in between like the food courts and stuff like that, and they have like a whole bunch of prints and things like that. So I was kind of I was unaware. But if it's a store, I was probably gonna have more stuff with their certificates of authenticity and all that crap.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
pretty
it's a
cool.
cool store. But yeah, I thought you guys would like the Eastman and Laird framed thing and the
Yeah,
Star Wars stuff at the
that
end.
was nice. That was really
Oh,
cool to see.
Slasher's back.
Hey,
Slasher.
welcome back.
Well, Vinny's fault.
Oh, cool, Soul Assassin.
Yeah, man. Soul Assassin always finds those links like that.
Oh wow.
Well, since Slasher's back, I actually have one other thing. I wanted to wait for him. If he wasn't gonna come back, I was gonna show it next week.
Go for it.
Yeah, cool.
All right. Let me see. All right, Slasher, this one's for you.
Nice.
I know you guys have seen some of these already, but yeah.
Was this GameStop?
This is that comic and collectibles shop that is near me, Newbury Comics.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
there's
guys have
Mo.
seen.
Yeah, that's
Mo.
cool.
Yeah.
And Krusty. I feel like kicking myself in the ass. That's the one I should have gotten. I saw him there at Target. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do these. And then,
oh shit!
now I want them.
Scorpio, Duffman.
Yeah, these are the Super 7s.
Yeah, I thought these were awesome.
Yeah,
the aliens.
Yeah,
that looks fantastic.
Yeah, these are cool.
Yeah, those are really good.
Yeah. So
yeah, my comic shop had a couple of those, but not the new ones. Yeah, that Hulk one was that was really cool. I've never seen that in stores.
Oh, Trina, you better get back to that store because Hank Scorpio is a rare figure. Soul Assassin says.
I'm all set. Do you guys want it? If I go there, does anybody want that?
No, those things are right. They're going for like $55-$60.
Yeah, I'm not like collecting the Simpsons figures anyway. So,
how much was the Hulk one, the newer figure?
Oh man, I actually can't remember.
All right, no worries then.
But yeah, next time I go, I'll snap some prices.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, because I'm not getting any full lines, like I said, but yeah, some of them look really good. I could have got Mr. Burns as Dracula, and I did not.
They have that at my comic store.
Yeah, they look good. They really do.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what Vinny is saying that is he doesn't want to start that line, but if you send him one, he will be forced to start picking up more. So somebody, oh please, God, anybody, send him at least one.
Damn, Tommy's evil.
It's like the butterfly effect. You get one, and it just snowballs out of control from there.
Why?
Because you need one. See, you started this. You had to show off the Lego, but I have the one from the set.
Let me pull you up. Adam goes all out. See, that's neat. You know,
nice.
It's
really
it's
cool.
obviously smaller than the version that you had because it came with the 66 set.
And what was this one, like $40?
No, I bought the set. The whole Bat Cave came with.
Oh shit, dude, that's amazing.
It's got the motorcycle. It didn't have the boat.
But you got this a long time ago, right?
Yeah. It was about $300 when I bought it. It was $150 in stores.
Wow.
But the actual question mark came from the Lego movie Riddler. Funny enough. And then we've got Catwoman.
That's great.
Yeah. And I mean, we've got the almighty penguin. And look, it's funny. He has itty bitty legs.
Oh, that's funny.
So that's He has half the leg size.
Comparison. That's great. They gave like a midget body.
Yeah, right. So, and this is I had to get this stuff out just because. Set it over here. Take this off because it's breaking my nose. But see, Trina started this. This is all Trina. See, Trina was kind, and she got me this. And then, of course, I had to get this one because this is the black and gray.
Yeah, the black and gray, that looks really good. Yeah, they're both awesome. Yeah, because the pilot was in black and white.
Yep. So we've got, but yeah, which ones? There we go. That's the We'll be complicated. Why not?
Hashtag blink.
I don't have my glasses on. I can't see shit.
Dude, I love that fucking Riddler. That and the other one. The other one has more question marks on the costume.
Yeah, the other one's more of the superpowers paint job.
Yeah.
Which you get
so that's
cool.
The platinum, and then you've got the original.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, either one of those are cool, but yeah, the one with the question marks, probably I'd get that one before the other one, but they're still both awesome.
Yeah, this is the one that I know. Yeah, this is the one you've been eyeballing too. But yeah, I couldn't pass it up. I got both of them shipped for $60. So I'm not.
That's good.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
But it just kind of worked out, and the other ones are back there. We were showing earlier with the penguins and all that good stuff. And I mean, come on, how do you not? It doesn't get much more Frank Gorshin than this, man, or at least the old school, the good stuff.
Yeah.
We got
That's
the good
awesome.
stuff. Really it's just crazy how much lighter this screen is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The darker one, is that the costume he had on the Super Friends show? Is that the Super Friends costume?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's what this
was. For a short time, they had that costume in the comics too.
I remember when he started wearing a suit and he had the derby.
Yeah. A lot of that came, they went with the Frank Gorshin and then they put it into the animated series. And I thought it made a lot more sense doing an animated series with him more of like, the suit and the derby.
But I mean, come on. That's just, how do you.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And then with the penguin over there, and again, I'll start taking actual better photos. I know I'm doing it from here, so I'm getting the horrible glare.
Yeah, I'm curious if Todd's going to be doing the full line now, 7 inches from 66. Because he had the smaller line.
Yeah.
And
the only reason I didn't get the smaller line yet is, I mean, I want to get a couple of them, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same thing. Tommy did the reviews, and it just really wasn't worth what they were asking for.
I know. The only one I have out of the 66 line, because she was the Target exclusive, was the Catwoman.
I picked up both of them. So. Mm-hmm. Because they did the Kit Ursa one, and they did what the hell's her name?
Ursa Kit and
Eartha Kit, Julie Newmar, and Lee Merriweather.
Yeah, Lee Merriweather I think was the Target exclusive.
I didn't get the Batgirl one though because they screwed up the coloring on it.
Yep.
But did they make her tits as pointy as Yvonne Craig's?
Right.
I think, didn't they give him like the bullet bumper bra thing?
Yeah, I think so. But like the color was just so off for me that I just couldn't get it. And then there was a few other characters I just didn't care about, like what was it, Egghead and the Pharaoh. I just didn't care about those characters whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like if I could get them all for $5 each, I'd buy them all open for $5. Like I wouldn't even care. It's like that would be something I would display next to the Lego Batcave and stuff. But yeah, for the prices they were asking, man, like, and for what they were, you could spend better money on better stuff. And all they have to do is do what they should have done in the first place and just done it right.
Yeah.
But that seems to be the continuing rabbit hole that a lot of these companies fall into. They get some success with stuff, and then they go right down the cheap first and start putting out trash, unfortunately. So,
and like I said, I don't know what he's going to be doing in the future because he's got his fingers in too many pies right now, and a lot of the big retail stores, they cut the inventory into half. So I don't know how all that's going to work.
Well, I seen that at the one Walmart I was going to. So they were for a while there. I was checking out Walmart because they had tons of stuff. Man, they got nothing now. Yep. It's basically an aisle and a half really So you got one aisle with both shelves, and you got maybe the last half aisle on the next, the next row it's just all Matchbox and shit. So the figures are pretty much condensed into, I would say, like 2.5 aisles worth of shelves, or not even less than like an aisle and a half worth of shelves, really.
Yeah, same.
Because I think at the end of the one, they got dolls and shit like that on the end of the one. It's like they got nothing anymore.
They don't even have a GI Joe peg. Like there's no room for the GI Joes in the Walmart that I go to.
Wow,
it's only Target that has them. So it's weird. And Marvel Legends, forget it. You can't find any of those. Like that one day I saw the Deadpool ones, and it's like almost like they got a fluke shipment or something, and they were gone. Like,
we've talked about this before, and that's how I wound up getting that Quake one at the one Walmart. It was something that was sitting in the back and in stock. So what they do is they just push all the new stock, on the end, and then some of the older stuff they haven't put out yet just gets pushed all the way to the back. So when they finally put all that new stuff out, or they dig through it enough to get to the older stock, that's when you start seeing things like, oh God, this should have been out of stores like 1.5 years, 2 years ago. Why is it sitting out here now? Not that I'm complaining if it's something I was looking for, but still,
like the Piper,
the Migos, the 3 Migos. I'm staring at. I'm sorry, I'm not standing up taking this shit off the wall, but the Dracula and Frankenstein and Wolfman, the monsters, man. I got those at Target in the summertime. They had one. One time we went, I got Dracula. The next time I went, I got Frankenstein. And then I broke down and used Evil Amazon and got Wolfman.
Yep.
To complete the 3 set, And again, it's the same thing you're talking about. Or it's when the people would have them stashed that work there and then don't work there anymore. And then they finally find where, because I've had that happen before. When I worked in one of the stores that had toys, people would, the employees would stash stuff and they wouldn't be employees anymore. And then like 6 months later, they'd find a nice stockpile, like you're saying too, Tommy. So I mean,
sometimes it's not even stashing. Like it's legit. Like they get a shipment in and they just push the new shipment, and everything just gets pushed in the back.
I've worked 3 warehouses, brother. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Again, I think that's how I got the Piper for you, because that figure came out like what, a year ago?
It's had the Monday Night Line at least.
Yeah. So
because I haven't found any of them.
Yeah, you're talking about like some of those stores, like Vinnie was like he couldn't find them in his area. I found a couple sitting on my Target shelf, and then I think I told him it was like a few weeks ago. I walked into like a Walmart or something like that, and they were loaded up with Wolverines and Deadpools, like 2 pegs filled with
Wolverine and Deadpool as far as the eye can see.
It's wild.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things too. What we talk about, like if you don't pick it up when you first see it, you probably never see it again. And then once you pick it up, then you're going to see tons of them all over the place.
It's crazy.
But I
game overs.
I think that just about wraps it up for the evening. So we're going to get into our final segment over here. Trina, get your best talking voice on.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Golden Trina Award for the best review of the night.
All right. Well, I'm giving tonight's award to Adam for his awesome collection. And just all of the stuff that you've shown tonight, Adam, has been awesome. So you get the award tonight.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. We accept this honor, and look, Iceman's so excited. He's so excited. He's up here trying not to melt, but it is his time since it is winter time and it is freezing and it's hot.
I thought you were going to say he's so excited he got blue balls.
He's so excited. Look, he melted. Where'd he go? I don't know. There's a puddle on the floor.
It's a nice looking figure.
But yeah, thank you. I moved a couple things around, and again, it all, she kind of had to pick me because it all started with her anyway, sending me one figure. Which it was, of course, the best figure ever, the most awesomest figure ever, the only Batman, Mr. Adam West. My favorite. So again, thank you, Trina. And again, it was one of those things. Why would you not want to be able to pick up some stuff? Friends have helped me get things. Again, Vinnie with the save with the Piper. Thank you, brother. And again, I'm so glad to be able to share the things I love with all of you. And we always have fun doing this. So, what else are you going to do on a Thursday?
Right.
Don't you know? We're here to talk about our toys and our collections. And I'm out there taking photographs in the gym. I'm not even working out. I'm taking photos. And then I got a shovel. And then I got to work out. But hey, it's all been good and fun. And thank you, Tommy, of course, for doing this. Hanging out with everybody, showing off our cool stuff and things to come. I don't know. There's nothing else I'd want to do.
I'm just a pig with big ideas. Beyond that, I can't help nobody. I will put mayonnaise on all your dishes.
Stay away from my spaghetti, you motherfucker.
Right? So I guess the next thing we do is we're going to go around the panel. First up.
And all day long, I put up a dog's ass. Just bang, bang, bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
Yeah, it's going to be me, because why not? Guys, just about healed from all my injuries, and I'm starting to get back into the flow of things, and that's why I was able to bring a lot to the table here tonight. Eventually going to get around to getting all these extra reviews done and made up as regular videos, get up on my channel. I'm going to start doing some more stuff with BattleBots. I'm looking to change the BattleBot format a little bit. I'm going to do something. I'm going to do an upgrade to the arena, make it a little bit, more exciting, I guess. I just add something else to it, because I've been doing the same type of BattleBot videos now for a couple of years, and it's time to up the game again. So that's what we got going on. Of course, Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We're always here, 5:30 p.m. Pacific. We're always here for Collectible Past, unless something profound happens where none of us can make it. But always having fun, showing off some of the cool things we have, talking about some of the stuff from days gone by, and just having a blast with it. And let's go ahead. We're going to kick it over to our other panelists, and I think we'll start with...
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, it is. But what can you say? He's not lying. It's a hell of a drug. Could be worse. No, man, thanks. It's always fun here. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to show off the stuff. We got the lights. There's plenty of cool stuff to see. There's dogs over there, but we're not going to mess with them because they've been pretty quiet tonight. I'm actually surprised, to be honest with you. But no, it's been a whole lot of fun just showing off a couple of the things. I was going to come in swinging with a wrestling belt, just to get Trina all happy and full of joy. But I was happy to share some of the McFarlanes I got. I can't wait to share more of them and do reviews and stuff too with them. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to get them all on the wall in the garage. It's going to be killer. But no, man, it'll be all released here. So this is where the fun is. So come here and have fun, because we're going to be here every Thursday.
Awesome. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it, buddy.
Tommy.
All right, we're going to kick it on over.
Hey, Prime, what do you think Megatron's going to do to Starscream?
Nothing gentle, I would say.
With no Vaseline.
Why is Trina always cracking up laughing after that, please?
It's a great one.
Yeah, thanks for letting me chill and talk toys. I saw earlier Lurch had said something. No, you're. It's all good, Lurch. You don't got to worry about my financials with everything I'm going through. It's fine. I'm working through it, and everything's okay. But I appreciate the thought, Lurch. Thank you. But maybe I'll try to play a game tomorrow. The problem I'm having with the nerves in my hands is getting a little overwhelming, but maybe I'll do an Atari game where it's pretty much, one button, so it's all good. And Saturday we're gonna be watching Roadhouse and talking about that. So yeah. Thank you guys.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure to have you on here, and I'm always hoping that things start improving for all of us. But
yeah, sorry I had to drop and come back.
No worries, man. No worries. There's no worries to that whatsoever, man. But
I I held out that review on the Riddlers because I knew, from the messages earlier.
Thanks, man.
So yeah, I'm glad that you came back because if not, just like Trina said, it would have been next week.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Thank you, chat.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. And in case I didn't mention it, thank you everybody that's come by and has watched us tonight. You can spend your time anywhere. You chose to spend it here with us, and it is always appreciated because without you, we're just not having quite as much fun. Appreciate every last one of you. Be sure to subscribe to everybody's channel and help their channels out, even though YouTube's playing the stupid, silly games again. But let's go ahead and let's kick it on over.
Hey, I'm stuck. I can't transform. Oh, thanks. I think.
I think that one was a dig at me not being able to do the Transformer toy.
You think?
No. No, it was a lot of fun tonight as usual. Just had a blast with you guys, and thank you everybody out there in the chat for hanging out with us, and anybody watching on the replay, thank you as well. And on my channel, Real Horror, Vinnie and I are reviewing Hannibal. We do that on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on Eastern Time.
Mm-hmm.
And Tuesdays on ETEP's channel around like 8:35, we're doing the horror movie reviews over there. And that's about it. I hope you guys all have a great weekend.
Appreciate it, Trina. It's always a blast to have you on here, and we can't do the Golden Trina Award without you. It's just not the same. All right, Vinny, you're up, buddy.
It's me, Mario Kartitis. Oh no. Yeah, it's been a crazy week, folks. But don't worry. Tomorrow we're going to be doing the Friday Underground stream, and we're going to be hitting a lot of the stuff that happened. It's been a busy couple of days for Trump, and we're going to hit some of that. A ton of good, some bad. The bad's pretty heavy, but the good that he's doing is pretty massive. And we're going to be covering a lot of that. Well, we're covering a lot of that. He's going like a bulldozer at the New World Order, the Davos group, all those sons of bitches, and it's pretty impressive. So. Awesome stuff. And he did sign his bills and stuff of stop and gain of function, which is incredible. So we'll see what's going to happen. We'll break it all down for you tomorrow. A lot of things we don't like the AI bullshit, but we'll see. Hopefully the right people are going to get in his ear. But we will be back on Sunday on my channel as well. So tomorrow at 5, and then Sunday we are finishing off the Arcane series. It's the last 3 episodes of season 2 with Trina, Tina, and Adam. And again, phenomenal series. We've been having a blast covering it. I've been doing like the last 2 streams, getting a bunch of screenshots for everybody. So it seems like we converted a lot more people to go watch it as well. So that's a good thing because the series is pretty damn phenomenal. A ton of fun, and the story, it's so rich with detail. And the characters, all the characters have amazing story arcs and like where they're going. And so we're going to be finishing that one off. And we'll see after that. But it's been a blast with all you guys. Like I said, this week I had to push a kid down, punch an old lady. But we got that Piper figure for Adam, and that's what counts. Nobody pooped and made a Red Hulk brown. So that's a good thing. Yeah, we didn't do any of that. I don't know. Our conversations are odd here. Everybody, thank you for being here, and looking forward to the rest of the week and what we got going on everyone's channels. Remember, like, subscribe, do all that great stuff. And if you haven't picked up my books yet and all the really cool stuff we got out there, again, Curtis, thank you for dropping the links. He's dropping all my stores and all the merch stuff. Fourth Wall, that's a pretty good one. So check out my merchandise. I got T-shirts and other stuff like that. We got the comic books. the art books, all that great stuff. And yeah, like I said, I'm working on City of Venus 2. That's the next book that's going to be launching and all that. But you know, I just some more time to finish off these pages, at least for the pencils and inks. I want those done before I start soliciting or trying to get people's signups. So we're getting closer. We're getting closer. And yeah, like I said, Friday we're gonna hit all the crazy stuff. So that's tomorrow, 5 p.m. Thank you, everyone.
Awesome. Vinny, always a pleasure. And of course, the rest of the panel, always a pleasure as well. And all the people hanging out in the chat, leading and adding to the discussion every single time. You all are amazing. And we will catch you on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves. Later, y'all.
You better run, Mojito.
You what? I thought you said don't move.
That was before. Now, you run. Adios, amigo.